Hey everyone, how's it going? I guess I gotta start recording. One sec, where'd my mouse go? Welcome. Hope you guys are enjoying your Tuesday. If you're watching yesterday, we were playing a little bit of Monster Hunter 3, and we got maybe the most unlikely occurrence in any Monster Hunter game, which is getting an orb in Monster Hunter 3 in rank C. It was not the orb I wanted, it was completely on accident. But if you're wondering how rare something like that is, it is the second time in, I think, recorded history that it has happened. And I'm sure it's happened more, but we literally had one instance of it happening like 20 years ago, and then it happened to me. So, like, to the point where people started to think that it was not actually possible anymore because it was just so unlikely, you know? Yeah, it's stupid. Like, I absolutely did not need the orb. Just insane luck for no reason. So today, I think we're going to try and, you know, harness that luck if we can to do a little bit of pack opening today. I have with me 9 packs of the original run of Monster Hunter Battle Card, straight from the year 2000. Cards are almost 25 years old. It's quite exciting. I love how it says 300 yen up here, and then also 300 yen down here. I did not pay 300 yen per pack of cards. This cost me like $100. So still not super expensive for like retro cards. But about 4 times the cost of what it would have been. So, you know, not great. And then when you factor in shipping from Japan and customs and stuff like that, I think I ended up spending about 150. But, you know, I do like the game a lot. And if not me, who? Open packs and build a deck in battle. So the thing that's like really unfortunate about Monster Hunter Battle Card is that deck building is like not very freeform like it is with a lot of other card games. Like, it's not like there's there's like 5 colors or whatever, right? Isn't 300 yen like 300 US? You should look up the exchange rate right now. Yes, when things are at parity, that's pretty close, but we're not at that level right now. The yen is worth significantly less right now. It's very, very weak. So yeah, but anyway, I'm excited. This should be fun. All of these packs, a couple of things about Monster Hunter Battle Cards. The cards don't feel like Pokemon cards. They feel like playing cards. They feel like plastic, like, you know, you get like a deck of 52 cards with like the kings and queens, you know, like regular playing cards. That's what this shit feels like. And they all have a little like tear nub at the top. I'm gonna probably use scissors to open them because I don't know how you can open this without destroying the packages entirely. And I would like to keep them because I think it's a pretty cool little package. I don't have a great webcam for like opening. Like, I got a DSL and shit downstairs, but like, we're gonna do what we can do. Does anyone know what came in a Monster Hunter Battle Card booster pack in the physical release? How many cards per pack, packs per box, card rarity? Brother, we're about to find out because I don't know. Like, I've got 9 of them. This is the original. I literally have no idea. Is this, I don't know what this says at the top. Hold on. There's like a 1 something and then a 10 something. I don't know what that means. I have my camera set to not autofocus. Maybe I should change that, but was a trick for Monster Hunter card packs? 1 pack, 10 cards? Okay, thank you. So we got 10 cards in the pack. What is the card trick for Monster Hunter card packs? You mean like to test if it's like fake or real or whatever? I don't know. I think these were made before they put too much stock into messing with weights of packs and things like that. The only cards I've seen physically And need to arrange the cards so best pull is last. Let me look at all of them real quick, and I'll give it to you. Oh, no, to make you so you pull the hollow last. Gotcha. I don't know, man. This is all I know. Like, I play the game a lot. If you guys are interested in the game, not only do we have a tournament coming up, I'm going to be setting up the instructions and stuff for how to join the tournament coming up in about a month and a half. We play on Tabletop Simulator. I love the game. I played a lot. But I got 2 physical decks, and we have opened these on stream before. I never uploaded the video or anything. Maybe I can do that now. We can take another look at them. We're not going to go through all the cards. They're pretty standard, like, starter decks in the sense that they're complete dog shit. Like, this shit is awful. But the cards are, like, they're very plasticky. Like, if I bent it, it would make a crease, obviously. But it's not... It doesn't feel like cardboard. It is cardboard, but it's laminated in a way where it's like, it feels like a plastic playing card more than a Pokemon card or something like that. It has much more give to it. It feels cheaper because it's like not as heavy, but also I feel like it's probably a lot harder to fuck it up. A lot harder to like bend the corners and stuff like that. But yeah, I guess we're going to get into it. I'm recording. I am recording. All right. So I'm going to have to try and angle my camera down. Look at that. You get to see my desk. I got a cup of water. I got my nice SSL2 over here recording all the shit. My mouse with the sick RGB that just reset itself. I usually just have the RGB set to white. But now it looks like I'm a sick-ass gamer because it's all changing colors on me. These dots you see here is not like crumbs. You know, I'm self-conscious about it, but it is just like a shitty pressboard desk. So that's like, you know, there's a cut in the paint and then water got in it. And so it absorbs everything. If you ever had a pressboard desk or anything like that, the balsa wood just absorbs all moisture that touches it. That dot will haunt you. I'm sorry. Gamer crumbs. They're stuck. Yeah, I got this big ass Sapporo mug from a local restaurant. Unfortunately, it's got a chip right here, so I can't like drink it right-handed like I would like to. I gotta spin it around, drink it with my left hand. Snacks for later. That's just in case we get hungry. All right, let's get into it. I'm curious how it. Okay, so like it legit just pulls off like that. That's fine. I'm just gonna cut the top off. I would like them to like stay relatively intact. That wasn't enough. Oh man. All right, well, let's ruin one for science. I don't need 9 packs of cards. And this way I can figure out the trick to pulling cards. Okay. So these are all going to be in Japanese. Nobody knows what these do except for me, so I'll explain them. So first off, is it 10 cards? They're like all backwards. Like they're not even like, some are backwards, some are not. It's fine. I ruined its immense value. I know. Here, can I zoom in? That's max. I don't have a lot of range on that. Okay. Whatever. That's fine. It's okay. So first off, we got Confusion. Confusion's a super, super strong card, especially in stall decks. It's part of what makes stall decks so oppressive. Looks like a rare one. No, this is just a regular ass card. We'll see if there's anything that's got hollow on it or whatever. Cards on boosters could show up flipped or even upside down. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Where did I find those? Are they all for battle cards? They are, yeah. GoPaw sent me a link. They're straight from Japan. Someone was sending them. They're 25 years old. They're all rare, yeah. But yeah, basically this card, at the beginning of your turn, you have to discard the top 2 cards of your deck. So it mills 2 every turn, and it starts on your opponent's turn. So if this card goes into play and it, you know, it's not negated or whatever, you don't use prey on it, it automatically mills 2 cards from your opponent's deck. So you're already up 2 cards, and then you just slow roll, and they're on a clock to beat you. What's up next? Hey, we got Mochi Press. It's a Mochi card. So I was talking earlier about how it's kind of hard to just like randomly draw cards and make a deck out of it, because there are cards for specific monsters, and your team is made up of 3 monsters, and then they can use skill cards pertaining to that monster. So Mochi can use Mochi cards, etc., etc. Dragon can use Dragon cards. Mochi Press does a little bit of recoil. 5 damage for 3 costs is really good. What is it? It does 1 damage to itself if it hits. We'll put these over to the side. We got a lot of cards to go through. Okay. Oh, we got Provoke. Provoke just forces your opponent to attack Suezo. Suezo doesn't really have a lot of use as a defensive card in that capacity. Hold on, let me try and fix the light. It's blown out a little bit. So, like, Provoke's a fine card. It's just, it's not... There we go. I think that's a little bit better. It's just not what Suezo is usually focusing on. I mean, it's not like an inherently bad card or anything like that. Okay, you can see the color a little bit better. Still get reflections, but... Okay, we got Dust Kick. This card looks scuffed as shit. In English, the card is, like, the name of the attack is Scuff, so that makes sense. It's just, if it hits, your opponent can't attack next turn. Dino's kind of okay. Dino's not great. They're physical cards of these, yeah. $28. What are you talking about? $800. What are you guys talking about? I think people are... Oh. Average figures cost $800 a minimum. Gotcha. Do you know how much they cost? So, I mean, I bought 9 packs and it cost me 100 USD. The starter decks you can get for like $20. Rambling about figures. Gotcha. Back blow. Naga is terrible. This move, I think it can't be blocked. That's what it is. If you use a block, like, you can't use block cards to defend against it, which is... fine, but 2 for 2 is kind of really shitty. Or there's Stab and there's Pierce. Yeah, it can't be blocked, yeah. It's Belly Punch, yeah. Pierce is the other one that can't be dodged, I'm pretty sure. Or can't be blocked as well. I don't know. Naga sucks. He's awful. We got Lightning with Tiger. It's pretty solid for an intelligence card. Intelligence cards are usually harder to defend against, and because of that, they usually do less damage. So this is just a vanilla 5/4, which is below curve. Normally, for 4 cost, you're doing 6 damage at least. Pierce can't be dodged, and it's 2 for 3 guts. That's right. But we got another Mochi card. We got Hide, which is you just redirect an attack to another monster on your team. It's pretty solid. Mochi is very, very hard to kill. We got Pixie's Kick, just basic power attack, not too much damage. Yeah, okay. We got Spirit Blow on Galley. 6. So this is a 6 cost 4 cost 6 damage card. Very standard damage line for cost. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but Galley unfortunately doesn't have a lot going on, so the card is not great because Galley's not great. And our last one is we've got Computing, and Computing is basically, if I remember correctly, it's you discard a card and draw a card. That's all it is. This was using the trope of Hair being extremely intelligent from the anime. Look at the decimal points. He can calculate to many, many decimal points because he's a very smart bunny. All right, so a bunch of nothing. Does that mean critical is actually rare like the game said? Couldn't tell you. I got no idea. We'll find out. I think critical is a rare card, if I'm remembering correctly. It's got a holographic version. Oh shit. I've been spoiled. So we know there's no guarantee of a holo card in here. But we got ourselves a foil Mochi Ray. Mochire is pretty solid. It's this 6/4 damage line, but it's an intelligence tech, which means that it's harder to defend against, and it's all sparkly. Look at that. Hell yeah. You're not usually using that card for Mochi. You're usually using his more defensive options, but, you know, nothing wrong with it. Energy Shot, or Evil Shot, or whatever it's called. Again, intelligence tech, so it's a little bit below curve. Yeah, the art on this is sick. It's like very, I don't know if you can tell from the look. It's very like smoky. Like you can tell at the bottom here, it's like, it looks like it's been like buffered or something, right? Evil Shot, yeah. Yeah, like the artwork is like wispy. It's neat. I like it. I'm a fan. All right, up next we got Tail Slap. 5 damage, 3 cost. Can only do damage to grounded monsters. That's usually not too big of a deal. 5 damage for 3 cost is really good. So it's one of the cards Dino's like always using. Teleport, pretty standard. 2 damage, 2 cost, can't be dodged. Clutch or Belly Claw. It's 3 cost, 3 damage, but the monster that it attacks can't attack next turn. This has pretty solid, useful utility. When upscaling them for restoration process, I couldn't tell sometimes if the original art was like this or if it was damage cards, like Dino Scuff card. Dude, did you see? Like I drew this. I don't know if you were here for it, but yeah, it looks like the card is like fucked up. I gotta pull it back a little bit so it looks like it's damaged, but that's not. That's just what it is. It's Dino, right? Not Zoom. Sorry, yes, it's Dino, not Zoom. Another computing. Another lightning. That's just what it looks like, yeah. Then we got another pixie kick. And then we got Cutting Mask, which is one of the stronger attacks in the game. 5 cost, 8 damage. Again, Galley's whole thing is just like huge cards all the time. So, you know, it's on theme for him. And then we've got Charge for Hair, which is a 8 damage, 4 cost. So basically this right here, but better. But the downside is he does 3 damage to himself, 2 damage to himself if it hits. So Hair's whole thing in this game is all of his attacks are very cheap and very damaging, and he takes just an insane amount of recoil from them. It's a pretty fun archetype to play. Very, very fast. All right, next one. Okay, first up, I got my fan on, so I'm just blowing some of the packs around. We got Arid Land. Arid Land is a breeder card. It does 1 damage to every monster at the end of their turn. Very, very hard to make this work. I think I'm like the only person who's ever made it like functional in a deck, and it's still a gimmick. Oh, sorry, this is Excited. Sorry, Excited, it's not Arid Land. Excited just, it means that intelligence techs do 2 less damage. This one's pretty good. This basically forces you to only play power techs. It's fun to actually go back 15 years after that. I remember back when I didn't understand a single word of English nor Japanese, I had to figure the cards out. Arid Land has the buff, dude. Yes, he has, it has arrow on it. But yeah, Excited is a pretty solid card. We got another Charge. You're from Brazil? Okay. We got Roar. This is very expensive for what it does because it's 3 cost and it just makes it so your opponent, none of your opponent's monsters can attack next turn. Normally you don't want to spend 3 to just like kill your own turn, but I mean it is technically a thing. Yeah, we got the. Did you just see that guy on the Excited card? You did, and that's where that's from. Though the color on this is much nicer than it is in the actual Monster Hunter Battle card too. We got another Tail Slap. Pixie's Charge, which is similar to Hare's, does 1 damage to itself if it connects, 4 damage for 2 cost. So I mean, it's half of what Hare's is. Hare's is like a huge nuke. That one's a little bit less so. We got Thunder for Galley, 4 damage, 3 cost. Pretty on curve, but it's an intelligence tech, so that's a little bit better. We got I think in the game it's called Windmill Kick. I don't remember if that's actually what it's called in game, but it's same thing as a Golem's Clutch. Basically, if they get hit by this, that monster can't attack next turn. Has use, but Hare's usually dead by the time it wants to spend 4 guts. Another bomb, 5 damage, 4 costs, intelligence tech. I'm gonna split them all up at the end. Tiger's got his own charge. It's the exact same as Pixie's. 4 damage, 2 cost, 1 damage to himself. And another Mochi Hide. So, decent amount of Mochi cards so far. Monster Rancher Valid cards? Hell yeah. Okay. So that's 3 packs down. We got 1 holo so far. Or 1 foil, whatever you want to call it. Oh, shit. Okay, so I guess the trick with this is the last card, like the breeder cards are the rare cards. The breeder cards are like this one and this one, because those and the holos, I got another holo, that's a bit of a spoiler, come up first. So it is going to be the first card of the pack. So we're going to do it backwards now, I guess. Okay, we got another Teleport. Teleport's another card that's pretty scuffed. It looks like the color's bleeding off of it, but that's just what it looks like. Another... Oh, what? Come on. The camera's dying. We got another Evil Bomb. No one cares. We have a full set of Evil Bomb now. Tried to follow Suezo's teleport? I know. I'm really confused as to why it let go. Okay, there we go. But yeah, in this game, unlike Magic or like Pokemon or whatever, you only get 3 copies of a card. I guess it's the same in Yu-Gi-Oh, right? It's 3 in Yu-Gi-Oh. Nice keycaps. That's just the standard for the keyboard I have. Thank you. Another Dust Kick. I'm gonna have to angle this up a little bit somehow, a tiny bit. Why? What happened? It like completely died. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Another Galley Blow. Galley Finale. Another Clutch. 3 damage, 3 cost. Opponent gets hit, they can't attack anymore. Another Hide. So we've got 3 hides now. You would probably never run 3 hides because you want Mochi to be attacked. I-Beam. That's fun art. 5 damage, 4 cost. We got... Is it called Superhead? I think is what it is in English. 6 damage, 3 cost. It does 2 damage to himself on hit. Again, that's Hare's whole theme. There are upsides to having less life. There's like cards you can only use when you're low on life. So Hare works well with those. We got Poison Gas. 4 damage, 4 cost. If it hits an opponent, they can't attack anymore that turn. And the big one, dun, da, 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 we got a Yodel. Yodel is also a foil. It's pretty clean. Look at that, sparkly. Yodel just skips your opponent's turn. There's some really fucked up stuff you can do with this. In general use decks, it's really, really bad. But if you build a deck around it specifically, the deck is Color Pandora, Suezo, and Suezo Mask, like the Galley subbreed. And it basically allows you to use all of your non-damaging attacks. So like this is a special card. A special card is still an attack, but it's not a power attack or an intelligence attack. It's a special attack. Also the printing for this, like you can see the foil through. I don't know if it'll show up on camera, but you can see the foil through the actual like solid printing. It like looks very, very cheap. It like the paint is not completely opaque. I bet if I could probably peel off like a front sticker and there would be like stuff underneath though. The Mochi card doesn't look as bad in that sense. Also, look at the curve on that card out of the pack. That shit's not legal. I'd have to use a proxy for sure. That's pretty funny. Yeah, Mochi card looks a lot cleaner in that sense. Then we got Yodel. So yeah, the deck is Color Pandora, Gali, and Suezo. And Color Pandora has a card that allows you to use special cards for free. And then you run breeder cards that also allow you to run special cards for free. And you use Gali's card Tactics. And what Tactics does is it allows you to just fish a card from your graveyard. It's normally too expensive to use, but if you get to use it for free, that's fine. And so what you do is you do Yodel, you skip their turn, you use Tactics for free, you get Yodel back into your hand, you dump your entire hand to build a shit ton of guts, you use Yodel again, you skip their next turn, you dump your entire hand, and then all of a sudden you've got like 9 guts, and you can just wipe the board. Full Digimon cards curve like mad too, seeing a common TCG problem, yeah. All right, another Evil Bomb. We're not going to see any like super like crazy stuff. Like this is set 1. So we've got cards from all of the monsters at this point that are in set 1. We're not going to see any like Hanger or Zilla or Plant or anything like that. Or the set 3 stuff. I think Zilla is part of set 3. Or the set 4 stuff, obviously, with like Color Pandora and Arrowhead and Centaur and Metalner that weren't even in Monster Hunter Battle Card 2, but they did make physical cards for. Okay, we got another Dust Kick. Does card game play the same as Battle Card 2? It does, yeah. Yeah, we play on Tabletop Simulator if you've ever wanted to play. We have a pretty decent scene. We have tournaments for money and all that fun stuff. Another Windmill Kick. Another Charge. I should probably flip them like this because I can already read what they do. Another Pixie Charge. So a lot of duplicates. There's more than like 10 cards in this. There's more than 10 cards in this game. Another Mochi Hide. All right. We haven't got like any actual defense cards. This is like the closest thing to an actual defense card we've got. Another Gali. Thunder. Hey, we got Knee Kick. 8 damage, 5 force. One is Dino's Bigger Tex. Hey, speaking of big. I'll show the art for this first. I know, I love how blurry my camera is. Maybe I should turn on the... focus. We got W Chop, which is 10 damage, 6 cost. It doesn't want to focus on that, right? Yeah, kinda. 10 damage, 6 cost. Sick. Big move. Almost impossible to use in a real game, but it's funny. Is it okay to link to the FBC on LC when the reveals are over? Yeah, dude, you can do it now if you want. I don't care. And then our last card, oh my god. We got ourselves World Blow. This is the biggest... This is Turn Assault on Naga. And if you've ever seen Turn Assault in Monster Hunter 2, it's really funny how he like does front flips. And here he's like curled into a ball. But if you look up close, he's curled into a ball doing front flips. Like his tail is like wrapped over his head backwards. This is Naga's biggest attack. Again, you probably never use it. But I mean, if you're playing Naga, you're probably not playing very seriously anyway. So you'd probably have a World Blow in your deck. And sparkly. This one looks nice. Really cool colors on this one. All right, memes meta. The meta for this game is pretty intense. It can get very grindy, or it can be over like immediately, depending on the type of deck you're playing. Not like in a Yu-Gi-Oh way, but there's no turn 1 kills. It's not possible. Okay. We got Throwaway, which is the same as Clutch, except it's bigger, 5 damage, 5 cost. Cool artwork on that. Golem looking up at the horizon. Another Windmill Kick, everyone's favorite. Another Lightning. Another Charge. This is actually crazy how many dupes we're getting. Another Tail Slap. Jeez, there's so many cards in this game. Another Spirit Blow. Another Belly Punch. Hey! We got Ice Bomb. Ice Bomb also is 2 damage, 2 cost. If it hits the opponent, they can't attack. Another Mochi Press. And big reveal, big reveal. Oh shit, we got Cyclone. Cyclone's one of the most expensive attack cards in the game. 8 cost, does 4 damage to everyone. 4 damage, not enough to be game winning most of the time, but if used late game, this is like an instant win. Cyclone's pretty sick. As opposed to Cyclone in Monster Rancher 2, which is instant win on frame 1. So the particle effects on this one are nice too, the sparklies. Trying to get it without getting the glare from the camera. Hell yeah. Cyclone has synergy with another card to make it cheaper. Sure. Raid is not a great card though. Raid is like you're spending guts to save guts. It ends up costing 5 total. You need 2 cards in hand and 5 guts to use it. So it's better, but still... A problem you'll run into if you play the game a lot is that 5 guts is like prohibitively expensive. 4 guts is usually the most you can rely on at any given time because that's, i.e., you've dumped your hand except for 1 card. Once you start trying to hold on to more than that, it becomes really difficult because withering is pretty common. And building up a big lead like that is very, very rare. But you're right that the strategy does exist. All right, another computing. Another lightning. Jesus. We're getting some cool hollows, though. Another hide. We haven't gotten any monster cards. I don't know if you can get monster cards in the booster packs. Another pixie kick. Another eye beam. These are all dupes. Another charge. Another belly punch. Another poison gas. Another ice bomb. And the hollow? No. Oh, we got grit. Okay. So grit is if you take exact damage, you live with 1 life. It costs 2. Pretty solid defense card. People like to shit on it. I think it's actually really strong. People have tried like arguing about whether or not it should be like retrained to be it's not really focusing. No, it doesn't want to focus. Come on. People have talked about it being retrained to like just if it's gonna kill you, you spend 2 and you survive, but I think that's way, way, way too good. All right, so I mean, I should probably keep those to the side too. The any monster. The thing is, these card packs were really cheap, like $3, like 3 yen or 300 yen. Is pretty solid for 10 cards. So, you know, maybe you were expected to buy a bunch of boosters. Especially compared to, like, Pokemon cards and stuff at the time. I know Yu-Gi-Oh cards, when I was buying them back in the year, like, 2002, were $5 a pack. Or $7 a pack later on once it got a little bit more popular. We got 2 more packs left. Sorry, Suizo deck was the best, but I may be wrong. You would be wrong, but that's okay. Curious about where you get the monsters? Yeah, maybe you get them in packs, maybe you don't. I'm going to have to try and save the last pack, not cut the top off. All right. We got 2 packs left. We got some pretty cool cards. Let's get some stuff we haven't seen yet. Belly Punch. Come on. Licking. Hey. 2 damage, 2 cost, does 1 withering. Another card that people kind of talked shit about for a little while, but being able to wither 1 for very cheap is very, very good in this game. It's one of those things where against the computer, it's very, like, it's not good because the computer is always like dumping their hand. And so being able to wither 1 is like completely useless. If they got 12 guts and you like wither 1 so they have 11 guts, that's still useless. Monsters, I believe, are got in the starter decks. Oh, okay, yeah, it might just be starter decks. That would be a good way to do it. I wonder about the mixed breeds, though. The Hollows came out in set 4, I'm pretty sure. Another charge. But yeah, if say you're playing against a Durahan and they dump 4 guts, it's because they probably have Lightning or Gust Slash in hand. Both cost 4. Both are extremely powerful. If you can wither 1, obviously, that's pretty good because it forces them to play something else instead. Ruins their economy. Another Evil Bomb. Hey, I don't have it set up here, I don't think. Oh, I do. Hey, Goopy. How are you? How did the stream go? I did have it set up. Hope you're doing well. We're looking at some Monster Rancher packs. Okay, another Tail Slap. We're getting so many dupes. This is crazy. There's like 100 and something cards in, in the first set alone, and we're not having a lot of luck. But we do have playsets of almost every single card we've pulled. Raising something for lightweight next week. Nice. All right, another Teleport. I do think that makes a full playset of Teleport. Another Throwaway. That gives us 2. Superhead. That gives us 2. Hey, we get Shotgun. Shotgun does 3 damage. Split however you like among your opponent's monsters. A pretty cool card. Obviously, 3 damage for 3 costs is not good, but the utility of this is pretty solid because it means that you can like wipe out 2 low life monsters at the same time if one's got like 1 life and one has 2 life. Pretty solid card. And then our last one, we've got Dodge, which is one of the most powerful cards in the game. It costs nothing. You dodge whatever attack is incoming, but it ends up discarding all of your guts afterwards. So it costs whatever you have, basically. But that does mean that 2 used back-to-back makes the second one completely free. Very, very, very strong in stall decks that don't really care about having guts. It's really good. So the ones that are released on PS1 is not really a complete deck of cards. Yes, it was. But they came out with an entire set afterwards. What I am curious about is how you get mixed breed monsters. Okay, I'm going to see if there's a way for me to open this nicely. I don't think so. I think I just have to sacrifice it. Yeah. We just have to sacrifice it. It's okay. Womp, womp, womp. I can always buy more if they exist. All right, here's the last. Game Boy Color was just the first set. Correct. The Game Boy one was the first set. Sets 2 and 3 were included in episode 2, the one that came out on PS1. And then set 4 came out after that game had been released. So most people who played the game don't even know Centaur and Metalner and Arrowhead and Joker and Color Pandora are actually in the game. All right, let's pull some stuff we haven't seen yet. Charge, bad start. Another Lightning. Another Belly Punch or Belly Blow. Another Computing. We got a full playset of Computing that's completely useless. I'll find some cards we don't have a good scan of. That'd be cool. Another Clutch. Another Thunder. It's starting to get a little bit grim. We did get a couple of cool hollows, but we got another Licking. But we did get Tactics. Tactics is what I was talking about. Tactics, this is costs 3 to recycle a card from your graveyard. Obviously very expensive for that. But when you use that with Yodeling in the deck where all special cards are free, it becomes extremely, extremely powerful. Yeah, this is one of my favorite like card designs. I really like the way it looks. All right. We got what's the name of this? Full power or no? Full body's the other one. But basically, it just makes it so cards can't be dodged. I'm pretty sure, right? Recursion is good in any card game. Yeah. But I mean, for 3 costs, not really. What's the? I forget what it's like. Leap kick, yes, leap kick, and it's your opponent. It makes the power attack you're using next turn cannot be dodged. And then he has another one called full body that came out in set 4, where it's the same thing except cannot be blocked. So basically, Dino can run a lot of options to just negate the opponent's defenses entirely. And our last card, please be something cool. Hey, it's our first holo pixie card. We got Enchant. Enchant is 1 cost. Cards that would do damage to pixie cannot be used. That's pretty cool. Miss any cool card pulls? We're going to go over the cool ones. We got so many dupes. Like, I just pulled 90 cards. And let's sort them out in like and see how many unique cards we actually got, because it's not that many. All right, I underestimated how many unique cards we got. It's funny how there's like 100 plus, and we got like 4 of everything. They're licking, belly blow, ice bomb, another belly blow, another charge. Eye beam can go over here. Kick, hide. I'm gonna. Okay, let's do them in monsters. Oops, they're gonna get picked up by the fan. Separate them into monsters, and then we can adjust after. Change my fan settings a little bit so they're actually sitting on me. There's another Mochi, Tiger, Galley. Golem. Let's go over here, let's go over here. This goes here. We'll sort them all. I got some a good mix of like pretty solid cards, a bunch of crap. We got a couple of fun holos or foil cards, whatever you want to say. We always called them holographic as a kid, but I think foil is the proper name, but I don't care. Okay. W Chop is a good card, in that it's fun, but, you know, not good. Yeah, we really got, like, no defense cards. What did I do with Suezo? Where'd my Suezo go? Oh, this goes here. How's card quality feel? It feels as shitty as the main ones. They're very plasticky. I don't know if you can hear that. W chop is double chop badly translated. He kind of makes a W. Good mix of all the monsters, but like not a lot of variety in individual cards. Okay, so Mochi, we'll look at first. Press, hide, 3 hides, 4 hides, 2 presses, 5 hides? Jesus, and 2 licking. I mean, it's not good. Usually used for double when space is limited. CW item and FF7 for the instance. It makes sense. There definitely is room for double chop, but a bunch of these I got off eBay 8 years ago. I built a deck of Phyllis, a Holly, Monster Rancher battle card. Nice. Isabella from the Blue Wolves. I don't have a favorite character, but I have a favorite song, and it's Davis Restaurant. That's the best song that might be in the entire franchise. Golem, we got Clutch, Clutch, W Chop, Clutch, Throwaway, Throwaway. Tiger, we got a bunch of dupes, but we didn't get the stuff that you would actually use on Tiger, which is really funny. Looking at this, you think he's probably an intelligence monster, but Tiger's got a cool combo with a lot of like really cheap cards. Lightning, Lightning, Roar, Charge, Charge, Lightning, Lightning, Ice Bomb, Charge, somewhere in the middle there. Yes. Another Lightning, another Ice Bomb, another Charge. So, you know. Again, lots of dupes. Hair, we got a bunch of hair cards. Really do look like the PS1 cards. Yeah, we got Computing, Computing, Charge, Charge, Windmill Kick, Superhead, Windmill Kick, Superhead, another Windmill Kick, another Computing, another Computing. So many Computings. I got a Tiger deck now. I think Tiger was one of the ones I already had. So that might fill out the gaps in some of the cards. It's also, you know what? Cards might be more common that aren't in the starter packs, because I'm pretty sure most of these cards don't actually come in the starter packs I have. Like, I don't have a Tactics, I'm pretty sure. We'll take a look at some of the starter packs after this. I have 2 of the 3. I'm missing the one with Hair and Mochi and Dino. So Pixie, Pixie, Kick, Kick, Charge, 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 Kick, Shotgun. Galley's got too bad. PS1 version of this game is a complete deck of cards. You keep saying that. I don't know what you're talking about. Do you just mean that like it doesn't have Arrowhead and Centaur and all that? Okay, we got Spirit, or is it Evil Blow? Spirit Punch, whatever it is. Cutting Mask, Thunder, Spirit Punch, another Thunder, another Thunder, another Punch, and got Tactics. And we got Tail Slap, Dust Kick, Tail Slap, Dust Kick, Dust Kick, Knee Kick, Tail Slap, Jump Kick. Suezo, we got Provoke, Teleport, Teleport, I-Beam, Teleport, I-Beam. I can't imagine Teleport's not in the base deck, but it's fine. And then we got Belly Blow, or Belly Punch, Evil Bomb, Evil Bomb, Evil Bomb, Poison Gas, Evil Bomb, Poison Gas, Belly Punch, Evil Bomb, Belly Punch, Belly Punch, Belly Punch. Oh my god, how many of those? Is that the most I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I got a couple of 5s. I got 5 of this too. So I got 12 Naga cards, and there's 3 of them are different. But then we got our rares. We got the breeders and the all monsters. We got Grit. Yeah, there's Joker in the 4th expansion. We got Grit. We got Dodge, which are both good cards. We got Confusion, which is extremely strong. And we got Excited, which is, you know, pretty good. But then we have our foil cards. We got an Enchant, which is neat. Again, Enchant is costs 1. Your opponent can't use any attacks that would damage Pixie this turn. So that means even like multi-attacks. We got a Cyclone, 4 damage, 8 cost, hits all your opponent's monsters. This shit's sick. Very sparkly. We got Whirl Blow, vanilla, 9 damage, 6 cost. Again, extremely sparkly. It looks great. I love that. Oh yeah, you like that. That looks good. Can't see anything. But yeah, I think that looks good. We got a Yodel. Yodel's one of my favorite cards. Happy I got it. And we got MR3. MR3 is sick too. Okay, so let's take a look at the decks real quick and see if there's any sort of discrepancy in the cards that were available in there. Because I think of like, if I think of Tiger and whatever, I'm pretty sure Tiger's got all of the left claw, right claw shit. I got the two decks. Foil and Yodel creeping through the background was cool. Yeah, this one is really sick because it's got it's like very sparse, right? Like, but it's creeping through the background more than you know. You can't really see on camera, but you can tell that it, like the sticker they put on top of the foil is like not great, or like the glue is seeping through or something, because it's like, it almost looks like, you know, when you get cardboard wet and it like turns a little bit gray. Yeah, you can't really tell, but I really like the design on this one, having it in the background. This damn foil thing that ruins our scans, yeah. Okay. So, some fun cards. Wish there was an easier way for me to open these packs. Okay, it's got the rule book in it. You get a little token. You don't really need the token for anything, but it gives it to you just in case. A little explanation on how the game works, more tokens. And then there's cards with blue backs, and you would not believe what those are. Those are the monsters. You got Pixie, you got Naga, you got Golem. So this is the Pixie Naga Golem deck. This would be a terrible deck. But yeah, like if you take a look at the cards that are available, Bolt, Lightning, or sorry, that's Bolt. It's like Shock and Bolt, right? Or something like that. Or Thunder and Bolt. Yes, it's Thunder and Bolt. Then Lightning is 4 damage, 4 cost, can't be dodged. These two cards can be, normally you can only attack once, but Pixie can use any number of these cards in one turn that she wants. Lightning can't be dodged. You got Protects. You got Kiss. So yeah, none of these cards are ones that I picked up. You got Kicks from Golem. You got a couple of Helps. You got Willpower, which doubles the damage of a card if you have 2 or less life, which is sick on a monster like Hare we were talking about earlier, who like constantly self-damages. Naga's got Lifesteal, Glare, which stops your opponent's team from attacking. Yeah, so there's like literally no overlap. That's so interesting. I haven't gotten a single card that I drew earlier. We got Roller, 2 damage for 7. Quake is big waste of guts because it hits everybody for 3 damage. It's good if your team is flying. I guess it's okay for Pixie. There's an Evil Bomb. 8 damage, 6 cost. Does half damage if it's dodged. Pixie Scratch. And Brow Hit. Brow Hit in this game is good too. It's not broken, but 5 for 3 is really good. Okay, so that actually answers a couple of questions I had, because I'm like, how come I'm getting so many duplicates? And it doesn't seem like I have access to all the cards, but I literally did not get a single card that comes in the starter deck. So it seems like they built it in a way where the starter deck gives you certain cards, and then if you want the other cards, you got to buy the boosters, which is really weird. But, you know, it's not terrible. It gives, how should I say it? It makes it so the game is a little less random as far as like your card choices are concerned. Like the cards that you have access to, you know how to get them. Did I get any foils? Yeah, we can take a look. I'll show you the foils I got. But yeah, we were talking about how all of the... I got so many duplicates. I have like in the 9 packs of cards. Goat Paws, by the way, is the one who showed me. Also, I forgot to put these back. Goat Paws is the one who sent me the link to the lot. So thank you, Goat Paws. Let's get some thank you, Goat Paws, in the chat. Um, I have like 5 and 6 copies of like a single card, and I was like, why am I getting so many duplicates? And the reason we just realized is that none of the cards in the booster packs are from the starter decks. So the starter decks could be bought individually, and the booster packs could be bought individually depending on what cards you wanted. These decks, like this deck, does not have a full, what do you call it? It doesn't have a full playset, right? Like, it doesn't have everything you need to run 3 of every single card, but it does have a couple of copies, and so I guess you would have to buy like multiple to like make it work. But yeah. So I have a full set of set 1. No, I do not. It would be nice to like go through and take a look at the numbers, because I'm missing one of the decks. I'm missing the blue deck, and the blue deck, for whatever reason, I found one online, but it wouldn't ship to Canada. And so I gave it to JP instead for winning something. Deluxe Cup? Monster Rancher Battle League? No, I gave it to him. We talked about this the other day. For winning Moose Meadows. For winning the gotcha game. Okay. So again, defense cards. We didn't draw any defense cards. So I was like, what the hell's going on? Like, how are you supposed to play the game if I bought 9 packs of cards and didn't get any defense? And the simple answer is, it seems like the defense cards don't come in the packs like that. Okay, we got scouting. Lets you look at your opponent's hand. Licking's pretty good. Tongue slap, solid bite, tail attack, spit. Another one of these guys, mango. It seems like the mangoes and helps and stuff are all in the same. Reflect, it's a pretty funny card. Reflect is like intelligence attacks that hit this, reflect off to the opponent. Very expensive for a defense card though. Flame is 8 damage, 5 cost. It's a pretty solid 5 cost. But again, 5 is pretty prohibitively expensive. We got Flame Wall, hits everybody for 2 damage. Holy Ray, can't be dodged, 2 cost, or 3 cost, 2 damage is just bizarre. I don't know. I guess it's one of those things where it's like, oh, why doesn't it have a 2 damage, 2 cost? It can't be dodged like half the other monsters. And it's like, because they needed to like make Galley's Niche something else. It's okay to make cards weaker if it like builds an archetype. People like to complain about it, but I don't think that matters too much. Galley's whole thing is that all of his cheap cards are extremely expensive. Like 1 cost, 1 damage. This is like one of the shittiest cards in the game. But it's because you don't want to be using small cards with Galley. Your goal is to use big cards all the time with Galley. Lie down, dodges anything for 3. But this is the stuff I was talking about with Tiger. Horn. You got 3 horns. Got 3 left claws, 3 right claws. Maybe you do get a full playset and I just wasn't paying attention. But basically, horn, left claw, and right claw can all be used on the same turn. If you have them in your hand, they all cost 0. And if you use any 2 of them, instead of doing 1 damage plus 1 damage, it does 3 damage. And if you have all 3 in your hand, instead of doing 1 damage plus 1 damage plus 1 damage, it does 7 damage, which is, you know, big. It does have a lot of hand real estate. So because of that, the combo is really good. Tiger works best in decks where you can run more than 1 Tiger. So Tiger plus Grey Wolf, not too bad, but Tiger on his own is pretty weak. Stab, stab, bolt, jump, roll, roll. Yeah, so we only got 2 defense cards for Tiger. That's fine though. You probably wouldn't run more than that for him. But like if you wanted to, you need to buy a second deck. And then yeah. It would be kind of interesting if we go through this and see if, like, sequentially, which ones I'm missing. Because I have a feeling I have quite a bit. But that's probably not for right now. That's maybe something I do in my off time. But yeah, that's all the cards. Let's take a look at the foils again. But yeah, you get the monster cards and specific cards from the starter decks. Which means that I don't know how it works for the mixed breeds, though. We were talking about that earlier. When this came out, there may not have been any mixed breeds. I can't imagine there wouldn't have been, but there might have been, mixed breeds might have been introduced a little bit later. LC probably has a set list. They also have numbers right on the cards, so it's easy to tell what's what. But okay, let's take a look at all the rares we got. We got Excited, which is lowers 2 damage from... what do you call it? Lowers 2 damage from intelligence attacks. It's an environment card. We got Confusion, which is an environment card. It just mills 2 cards at the beginning of each player's turn. Very, very powerful. Grit, if you take exact damage and you use this, you can survive 1 more turn with 1 life. Dodges any attack, but at the cost of all of your guts. And then the foil cards, the holos we got Enchant, which is 1 cost to make Pixie basically invulnerable. You can't use any cards that would damage Pixie in the next turn, even if they're like multi-attacks that wouldn't, like, don't technically like target her. She's still okay. We got Cyclone, 4 damage, 8 cost, hits everyone on the opponent's team. Cool sparklies. We got Motre, 6 damage, 4 cost, regular on curve vanilla tech, but it is an intelligence tech, so that means it's technically slightly above curve for intelligence. We got Yodel, skips the opponent's turn. Very gimmicky card, only works in 1 specific deck, but I love that deck. I'm a big fan of the way that this card looks, how they decided to do the sparkles on it. And finally, we got World Blow, which is basically Turn Assault for Naga, which is quite sparkly. It's nothing but sparkles. He's sparkly. So we got some fun cards, and it answered my question about why I was getting so many dupes. That pose, well, if you think about it, like, it's weird, right? Like, him being curled with his tail like forward on the back of his head. Well, come on, focus. Like, it's silly looking, but that is what Turn Assault looks like. He does forward front flips with his tail like curled forward. Butt sparkles is what you heard? I mean, that's kind of what's happening here. This guy's Nyan Cat. Look at that. Yeah, that was sick. Hope you guys like that. Let's fix our lighting. I'm zoomed in way too far. Meow. There we go. And then focus off. Probably pull exposure up a little bit. Yeah. There you go. I look like a real person again. Pretty awesome. I'm envious. Glad I was able to get them. Yeah, I'm really happy I got them. Not prohibitively expensive. Not prohibitively expensive. I mean, $100 for 90 cards, plus, you know, $50 in duties and shit. Yeah, not bad. There are cards online. You can find them on eBay. I don't suggest buying them, though, specifically because I don't think the person who has them online deserves to be rewarded, because they literally have every single... There's this one guy who has like every single of the card game, like singles available. Every single, I should say. And they're like $40 a piece. And it's like, they've been like that for like 10, 12 years at this point. So who are you selling to? Because if I'm not buying them, fucking nobody is buying them. Like, let's be real. Like, if I'm not buying them, you're not selling them. So be real. Mandrake has singles for very cheap. Yeah, I'd be interested in taking a look. But I'll take a look later. Maybe I can buy a lot of like a bunch of cards once, you know, I recover from the taxes I just had to pay and all that shit. You just price them at inflation for 2040. I mean, the thing is with cards, it's one of those things where you can just keep forever, right? Like, you can just have them in a box squirreled away somewhere, and it doesn't take up a lot of space. So you could just make it prohibitively expensive, and if someone bites, like, there you go, you made your money. And if no one bites, whatever, you haven't really lost anything. But if you actually do want to sell them, that's not the way to do it. Could be people showing off. I mean, real life is different from a game, but like in WoW, I know people with rare shit who post above market knowing it's going to sit there forever as a flex. I think that's probably not what's happening. I do know that that's a thing that does happen. You are right. But I think for $40, it's like, it's someone trying to scalp, right? I definitely know what you're saying, but I don't think that's what's happening. Place I used to work for was like that. I had to set prices on used stuff based on how it was online, and a lot of stuff would just sit there because it was too expensive. Yeah. Charlotte Mandrake is that it's a chain of stores, so you got to try and find all your stuff from the same store to avoid paying shipping within Japan multiple times. Oh, that's annoying. If it was someone posting Black Lotus for $100 million, then sure, yeah. Because at that point, it's just like, hey, I have the thing. All right, before we get started, we're going to play some Monster Rancher 3 today. I'm happy with those cards. It's funny because the deck I run in competitive play is Mochi. No, it's not anymore, is it? Do I use Mochi anymore? I think I'd have to take a look. I can't remember. I don't think. No, I don't. I used to run like double Mochi Joker, and then I started to raise Mochi Usaba and Joker. I'm pretty sure, right? Or is it Mochi? No, Joker and 2 plants. Yeah, it's Joker 2 plants. And but yeah, I used to run double Mochi Joker. But yeah, Joker and 2 plants does not exist in this set. So unfortunately, I can't make, you know, my uber powerful stall deck. That deck is actually like nonsense. I haven't won a tournament with it, but I've gotten second in every tournament. There's only one player in the scene who like actually beats my deck. And other people have tried to play his deck and they've lost. So I think it's pretty strong. I just think that Sam is a strong player who also made a good deck that like is hard for me to pivot around. I just buy a box in Japan though. I used to do that for buy TCGs. I'd have all my stuff shipped here and then bulk sent to myself after built a big enough pile of crap. Yeah, I have a friend who lives in Japan too, so I could also like, if it's easy enough, I can get everything sent to his place and just pay him to be middleman. I didn't even think of that until very recently. It was actually after I bought this, and then I was talking to him, and he was just like, "Oh yeah, like if you ever want anything," and I was like, "Doy, like of course." Foil Mochi Ray is pretty legit. I really like the art on it. Yeah. It's a cool looking card. Colors are really nice. It's all blown out because I have my contrast, or my what do you call it? Because I have my exposure set higher now, but yeah, that looks nice. Again, a card you'd probably never use with Mochi, but it's fun. Okay, yeah, we're gonna get into Monster Rancher 3, but also I want to talk about this one more time because it's coming up. We are doing a little thing called Monster Monday Madness, where every week for the next million years, we are doing... I know my face is covered. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Every week for the next million years, we're doing a Monster Rancher tournament. And that does mean that it's a lot of like back-to-back stuff and people might feel a little bit overwhelmed. I don't expect every tournament to have extremely high turnout, but here's what we're looking at. Get out of here. Monday, August 5th. That's next Monday. We have Monster Rancher 2DX regular lightweight. You got to get your monsters in. You can look at my Discord. You can look at the regular Monster Rancher Discord. I do have signups for the Monster Rancher 2DX 1400 2999. That's middleweight. 3500 is heavyweight, and 1999, which is welterweight. All 4 of those are online right now. You can sign up for them. Next week, we're going to start signups for loser stays on. You'll have a month, and that will be good that way. And then basically every week after that, we'll start the new tournament setups. So 3,500 for Monster Rancher 1 DX will come out a month before the 9th. Max Stats will come out a month before the 16th. 3,200 for Monster Rancher 3 will come out a month before September 23rd. Monster Rancher Battle Card will come out somewhere near the end of August. And then, same thing as we go along. You get basically a full month to raise for each tournament. I don't expect everyone to enter every tournament. I'm going to be entering every tournament because I think it'll be pretty fun. If we can get like 20 people for most of these, I think that would be pretty solid. I don't expect 20 people for like Monster Rancher 3. I don't expect 20 people for, well, we won't have 20 people for MR2 PvP. That's going to be capped at a pretty low number. And obviously the blindfold or the marathon is not for you guys. That's for me because that's my birthday weekend as per usual. Tournament for Battle Card. Yeah, I'm going to be running a tournament for Battle Card. It's been a little while since I've run one. But Battle Card will probably have an actual prize pool. The last 2 times we've done it, it's been $100, and then winner gets 70, second place gets 20, third place gets 10. But that may change. Halloween baby, that's me. Battle Card via TT Simulator, yeah, it is. Last year's blindfold was so fun. I haven't even started editing it yet. It's in 2 parts because if you guys remember, we got so far with the golem that I had to like stop, and then we started again the next day, and I had to do one of the DXBL finals, and then after that was over, we finished the blindfold run. But this year I'm thinking, what if I run all the Monster Rancher games back to back, like 1 through 4, to see how quickly I can beat all 4 Monster Rancher games? Because I think that could be pretty fun. Monster Rancher 1 and 2, obviously very simple for the most part. Monster Rancher 3, I do know the speed run. I haven't done it, but it wouldn't be a speed run per se because it's on emulator, and the real one is run with a physical copy and physical disc, and Lexi is the world record holder for that. World record for 4 look like? I don't know. Well, 4 is probably going to take longer than the other 3 combined. But it'll be fun to just run through them. Because 4, the credits roll after you beat the Korea dungeon, right? And then there's like the New Game Plus dungeons and shit that you don't actually have to ever do. That'll probably take a couple hours, but the other 3 won't be too bad. Korea's in 4, yeah. 4 is mashing a strong attack and hoping to never get countered. That is part of it, yeah. But yes, signups for the first 4 tournaments for Monday Monster Madness are live. You can find them in my Discord. You can find them in the Monster Rancher Discord. I'm probably going to make a command for it, but I mean, you guys know where to find them. 3 tournaments per level, yeah, it's annoying. We'll get a heads up on the drop stats of each game. I'd love to get a head start on 3 and such. I don't think I did drop stats. No drop stats in 3. Monster Rancher 1 has no drop stats except for intelligence, which can be 200 or lower. Monster Rancher 4, I don't know. I'd have to take a look at what Maple does for their tournaments. Incredible how much better that game would be without the rock, paper, scissors on attacks. Monster Rancher 4 did a lot of really interesting things. It just did them very poorly. But yeah, let's get started with some Monster Rancher 3. If you missed yesterday, we were playing some Monster Rancher 3 yesterday, and we got like the holy grail of extremely lucky things happening to us in Monster Rancher 3 yesterday, which is getting an attack orb on Adventure in rank C. Unbelievably unlikely to the point where people didn't think it was possible. There was like, someone had said once 20 years ago on old MRM that they had gotten it on C rank, and I think people for a long time were just like, yeah, that's true. That's a thing that you can do. And then there was like never any proof of it. And then it happened to me yesterday. So it's happened twice in 20 years. It's really easy to lower stats in this game. In 3, you have so many options to lower stats. You have drills to lower whatever stats you want and raise whatever stats you want at the same time. And plus you only have like one dump stat, right? 3200 doesn't let you max 4 stats, but it does let you max 3 stats and then have 200 defense if you want to run a really crazy glass cannon. What did I do? Did I run 800 speed and 400 defense? Something like that. I made a pretty tanky guy, and he did, did not do well, but he did pretty good. Wish I knew the percent chance for it. I wish I knew the percent chance for it too. I would love to know what the odds actually are. Because the thing is, it's got to be very low. Because I was trying in B rank, which is higher. The higher your rank is, the higher the odds go up. By the time you're in rank S, as long as you have your schedule set up, because the odds increase on specific months and like on a set schedule. As long as you have that set up properly, you're hitting close to 100% in rank S to get an orb. And I was trying it in rank B with my Zon when I did the no damage run, and I reset with the game running at 4 times speed for 2 hours straight, and we literally could not hit it. Where did that's the wrong one. There you go. So I'm gonna stop recording here just so I have that video. I'm going to put up the little video of the pack opening. I think that could be fun. I don't think that'll do very well on YouTube, but it's fine. Right before we get started, though, I did drink most of my water, so I'm going to run a quick ad, and then we'll be right back as I got to run off and get some water. So I will see you guys. I got to run off and get some water. So I will see you guys. There you go. We almost had infinite recursion there. Yeah, okay. I'll see you guys in a sec. BRB. Only a minute. You think vague, low, high, medium class would be suitable for now? I don't think you could do anything else. That's the problem, right? I don't think you could go any crazier than that. I don't think you could be like, oh, the chances are like 10%. Like, we don't know actual percents. So if you just go very low to high or whatever, that'd be fine. Anyway, BRB. Hey everybody, we're back. Look at him go. Look at him go. He's here to destroy your bit rate. And your frame rate. Hengar and Mogi, oh my god. This is a classic battle of top tiers. Look at this. Mega Blade! He misses it. Mega Blade! He misses it. Mogi's beating his ass. A little headbang? Cannot hit him. 35 seconds left on the clock. You got other attacks, Hanger? Oh my god, you hit him. No, that's it? Okay, whatever. Hey, Kalaragi. I can't skip this? Oh, my controller's not plugged in. It would help if this guy was plugged in. Cliffhanger? Yeah. Alright. Do I have to restart the emulator now that the controller's plugged in? Maybe. It's popping. Hey! How you doing? Yeah, it's not letting me skip this. It doesn't say my controller's on. Quite strange. Yeah, okay. Let me hard reset. Why does it keep going to that one? I need... There. There we go. Continue. Playing a little Monster Rancher 3. Check my keybinds? No, it required me to set my controller up again. Hey, Forest Bump. If you weren't here yesterday, this is my guy. This is the guy. This is my guy. But we did get a Jade Orb. And I want to not feed it to this guy, because I don't need a Jade Orb on this guy. So what we're going to do is we're going to move. We're going to go to the shrine. We're going to freeze this guy. We're going to feed the Jade Orb to one of my other monsters. By one of my other monsters, I mean... we're gonna go get another monster from the shrine. September, August... No, it's September, October, November. Well, we'll do it in December. There's no point in doing it right now. Yeah, in November we'll change. We'll go get Alession. And we'll give it the Jade Orb. Because I wanted to raise Alession for a while, and that makes it pretty easy. Gives us a super strong attack off the hop. Okay, we've been doing chases. Funny monster, very going head, yeah. I'm a big fan. Look at him go. He can do it. Oh, he pushed a hippo? You couldn't even beat him pushing a hippo? Come on. That guy's too good. Forest Bump's training for this week was a great success. Do you want to say something to Forest Bump? Keep going, brother. Seems it understands. The dim-witted is slowly going away. Hey, he hit adolescence. The teeth are still really unnerving for the Baku. I'm not a fan. As I've learned more about character modeling and stuff like the teeth being completely hidden is really fascinating to me. It's funny how long you have to wait for it to transition here. As a kid, I didn't like him, and the teeth really didn't help. I'm not a big fan of the teeth either. But otherwise, I do like them. And whoa, look how big he's gotten. He's so old, the camera moved, I know. Guess we can't treat it like a baby anymore. Forest B's characteristics have seemed to change. Let's take a look. Take a look at his characteristics, see if he's got anything better than what he had. Forest is a little tired, that's fine. Gluttonous, dim-witted. Oh, I didn't realize that. Ah, easygoing? Is he still easygoing? Harder. He still resists cold. Chase is such a good drill for us to do. We want life, we want speed. We don't want to just focus on speed. So, why not crank the shit out of our life while we're at it? Can I beat rank C yet? Probably not. I might be able to. That's a decent amount of life, but I think we'll go one more season. And then we'll get him going. Should we feed Forest B? The bone and meat. Wish I knew how to get the intuitive characteristic. They're, it's hard to get characteristics in general. I think in the Monster Rancher 3 tournament, it's really not something you should worry about. The bonuses, for the ones we do know, are not huge. They obviously help, but they're not huge. And, it's not worth, like, killing yourself trying to get stacked, attributes. Because you can really no-life it if you want to, but nobody's gonna do that. Hell yeah. I'm liking this. Good stats. And we'll rest. I wonder if I could get a third drill out if I did... No. The peaches. What is this? It's a Baku. Or do you mean the little lizard I have to raise? Monster Rancher 3 tech chart page updated with vague scaling. Couldn't even tell what it was. The Baku. It looks like Baku. It's a special variant of it. Have you never played Monster Rancher 3 before? Because Monster Rancher 3 doesn't have combination. What it has instead is regional variants of all of the monsters. So it's kind of cool. And I did it like 20 years before Pokemon did. Went to 4 right after 2? Okay. So if we take a look at the encyclopedia, for example, real quick. There's regular Baku. Which is this regular Baku? No. I gotta show you the real Baku first before we do anything crazy. So, Baku belongs to Brillia, which is the snow region. And he looks like a normal Baku. But there's also, like, an underwater one called Electriel. And he's goofy looking. And then there's Kobu, which is the camel, which is the one I have. And then there's Leon, which is native to the locale that we currently live in. We could get this guy. We could get my guy to transform into this guy if we fed him a specific number of local like foods from this area while we were training there. Hot peppers, yeah. I think it actually is hot peppers. And then Bakshish is the Morks one. You feed him acorns, Morks nuts, and you get that. And then this is the secret one, who's a fitness instructor, an aerobics instructor. This game's sick. And a lot of people didn't like that it kind of did away with combination, and I get that. I get that, I understand. But I also think this is a really cool idea, and it's cool that, you know... Oh no, a failure. He hasn't failed in quite a while. Keep at it. Looks like Richard Simmons. It doesn't look anything like Richard Simmons. What are you talking about? Have you ever seen Richard Simmons? He's got a fucking fro. He doesn't have a McSqueeb. He's also not wearing eyeliner. I think you're crazy. Big fan of Fukazo and Senyorin. Senyorin's absolutely one of my favorites. But he's so colorful. That's true, he is. Okay, let's fight the hippo. Pry his mouth open and steal the delicious food inside. Oh my god, we gave him a kiss so high. That was such a hot kiss. Hell yeah. He started floating. I love it. Good for my guy. You know. As expected. I expected you to kiss him so hard he was gonna float. I don't know what happened there, if I'm being honest. I don't think I've ever seen that animation before. The thing is, you're trying to pry his mouth open to, like, eat a fish that's sleeping, that's, like, inside. And I don't think you're actually trying to eat the fish. I think the fish is just there. But it's just, as it happens, when you pry it open, there's a fish. And so the obvious next thing is you lift up the guy entirely. Love the regional variant idea. I just wish it was better executed. If you're going to have a lot less variants, at least make them feel different. Have different texts that match that. Having different texts would be interesting. But the fact that you can... I think if there was like one tech that was like a regional tech that your monster had, and if you changed from one locale to the other, it like switched locale. Oh, fuck. Okay. I made a mistake here, but that's okay. Next season, we'll go and we'll get... I still don't need anything. Let's just level up our attack quickly. I think that's the only thing you could do. It would be one attack that's like a regional attack, and then it changes as you change region. Or else, you know, swapping regions to get all the attacks would be pretty daunting. Baku Advance. My favorite Game Boy Advance game. Happens on the ranch, stays on the ranch? You're telling me. Skill level went up. Hey, it's now 1% less inaccurate. Went from 35 hit to 36. In this game, it actually is the hit percent. It's not like -1, +1 from 50. If your attack has 50 hit, it's 50% chance to hit. Baku Advance has 35 hit, so a 35% chance to hit if you got the same speed as your opponent. A little bit more intuitive. This is looking pretty good. I think we're going to clean house in rank C. Do a couple more chases. I like Monster Sanctuary. I do like Monster Sanctuary. Why? What's up with Monster Sanctuary news? PvP for Monster Sanctuary was a lot of fun. It's pretty insane. I should probably save. I haven't saved since I started playing. I can't tell if teeth would be less odd if he had a full mouth. It looks like he's got, like, gum disease or something, right? Because he's got so few teeth. There's a contest for the semi-sequel, not really sequel, to design an NPC if you want to try it. What's the... Is it just the next game that, that team is making? Because I was taking a look at it. It seemed pretty cool. I'm not great at character design, but that could be fun. It'd be cool for like the whole community to work on something. Make like a Moose Meadows character. Well, let's do a little spinny-roo. Get him with the ears. Okay, relax. Don't be dodging my shit. Drill punch level 4? Excuse me. Shaman with antlers named Moose Bones. Come on, it makes itself. They did tell me that if I ever wanted to like try any of their other games, to just reach out and they would give me a free copy. So might be like a conflict of interest to enter something. Though it might have been someone from Team 17 that reached out, who was the publisher, and not them. I don't know. I'll have to take a look at my emails. Team 17, the publisher, is the same team that does like Worms. Has there been a Worms game recently? Oh my god, 27 damage. Look at the big damage. My guts regen is so slow, but we still got the KO. Worms is a pretty legit game. I played a lot of Worms Forts, which is a fun game. It's like the sequel to Worms 3D. It's 3D, but then also you're like building buildings. Orbs are always a non-region variant when encountered, right? Yes. And it's always something that's not native to the location you're in. I think that live service Worms game that completely bombed. I can't imagine that would do good. Remaster of Armageddon, that was great. I still play Armageddon. I still have it on Steam. Every now and then when I'm bored, I'll just like go do one of the challenges. WMD was the last traditional, but Rumble was the most recent one that wasn't a remaster. This guy's name is Magmax. You're in the wrong game, brother. Why you got a fish on your tail? Wingstorm. Alright. I'm getting tired of this, brother. I'm getting dizzy. I don't have a very good chance to hit because I'm dizzy. That's what being dizzy does to you. Fire. Just regular fire. We simply cannot dodge. Okay, good damage. We're in the lead. No! Okay, he doesn't want to do anything. That's fine. I'll take this opportunity. Touch Fuzzy, get dizzy. I'm getting dizzy, brother. This poser not even a Baku? That's what I'm saying. Magmax is a good name, though. They know a good name when they see it. 4? That's fine. We ran out the clock. He's got the Mackie fish on his tail. The Mr. Mackie fish. Turkey's the best name? Turkey's a pretty funny name. Thanks, guys, for hanging out and watching Monster Rancher 3. I know it's not as popular as Monster Rancher 2, but what's crazy is yesterday is the first time we hit more than 100 concurrent viewers on one platform in, like, 6 months. I've had, like, more than 100, if you combine both of them together, like, many, many times. Like, 60 on one, 40 on the other, or whatever. But, just on Twitch alone, I had over 100 people watching yesterday at peak, which is pretty sick. Because, you know, it's not Monster Rancher 3. Horn Dude is one of the names of all time. Okay. A Horn Dude or Horn Guy? Horn Dude son or Horn Guy daughter? I don't actually have a lot of power. Game doesn't really matter, just here for vibes, hell yeah. Okay, let me back up. I've never raised a Naga in this game either. I think he's a little bit boring looking in this game. Hell yeah, big damage. 100 on the dot. Okay, now we gotta back up. Double claw, he's gonna swing it. That's gonna get rid of his dizzy, I'm pretty sure, yes. If you attack, it gets rid of your status infliction. Not just seeing your baby boy for the first time, fresh out of the womb, the most beautiful sight on the planet, Horn Dude. Hell yeah. You like the cartoony look of 3? Me too. Even counting the Monster Rancher 2DX release period, oh, it's by far not the max I've ever had. The most concurrent viewers I've had without raids is like 450 or something. And that's around when 2DX first came out. I think that was during the first, or I guess it would be the second Monster Rancher Battle League Finals. Boomerang. Look at him spin. Dude, the little waddle he does. Ducking so sick. Little waddle with like his head and his butt stuck together. Just do it. I love that. Let's do it again. Not bad feeling. I don't care about bad feeling. I got more than 50% chance on Baku Advance, and I still missed. That's my chance to do the Baku Advance dance. We simply cannot hit. Hey, golden experience. I am. Thank you for asking. Oh no. I've been wobbled on. God, I'm so slow in the arena. I can't get slot 3 like ever. All right, we killed him. Dude, Ab Boomerang just for the animation is worth it. I don't think it attacks very good at all, but you get to see him do a little waddle, so it's worth it. And our last opponent, we can't lose. Like, we've already won this tournament. It doesn't matter what happens here. Kiki, what are your stats? 500 speed. I love how your rivals are just like, what if I just like went all in on speed? They play like a human player would play. What if I did no damage but could never be hit? Oh no, you bit me. It did a decent amount of damage. I did more than I was expecting, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little bit scared now. A single ear slap is enough to like tie that up though. I got a pretty big guts lead. Can I hit though? I cannot. I don't like this. Baku advance. Get him. No licking, please. Like I said, though, I don't think we can lose this. We can't lose the tournament. We can lose this match for sure. It's gonna happen. Have to admire the cynical audacity of the rival monsters getting nothing but speed. It's more blatant in 4 too, which is really funny. Give me my one shot. Back. Oh, fuck. He walked me into the corner. Streams are the only streams I ever watch live. Any other stream content and consumer highlight channels, VODs. That's pretty neat. I'm working on the push-ups VOD right now. I wanted to have it out today, but I was editing it, and it's kind of hard to tell what to leave in and what to take out. So that was like pretty mentally draining. But that should be out soon, so that'll be fun. Think some rival monsters just randomly spam speed, period? Yeah. Yay, we did it. We need to raise our stats a little bit more before the next one, though. That's okay, though. We still won. Beautiful. The only streamer you bother watching. It's funny how many streamers have, like, their own audience of, like... That's the only stream that those people watch. I honestly, I think lots of people just don't like watching streams. I don't watch a lot of streams. I like never have an opportunity to like put one on in a situation where it like makes sense. I watch lots of like VODs and stuff, but it just simply doesn't make sense for me a lot of the time. You're holding down the YouTube chats? Yeah, YouTube, you know, YouTube was really big for me when I was doing a Dragon Quest stuff. I would have like 100 people plus watching on YouTube. But that game, I assume if I were to do that right now, I'd get like 0 viewers because that game died super quick. Really fun game though. I'm also not... I obviously don't play games if they're popular or not. Like, I simply do not give a shit. I'm making the, like I said, the push-ups VOD. I'm sure that's gonna bomb. I'm sure nobody's gonna watch that because it's not my regular content, so it's not gonna get pushed to anybody. But it was fun, so you know, why not put it up? And the people that do watch it will enjoy it. Watch art streams. I'm the only video game stream you watch. Yeah. Don't have the attention span to watch too many people, so I stick to like 4 or 5 I pop in on. I've even noticed that like people where like I watch their videos and I'm like, oh, I should probably catch a stream live sometime. I'll watch the stream and like an hour in, I'm like completely zoned out. I'm doing something else. And that's no offense to them. Like they're obviously very good at what they do, or else I wouldn't watch their regular content either. Like also 400 and 200 lining up perfectly is, wow, that's some chef's kiss shit. It's just, you know, I don't know. It's a different vibe. Same here. It's so hard to fit stream watching to a busy schedule. On the screen in your hotel room as a travel worker. I've always wondered what that would be like. Actually, like his teeth, I think it's just not a style meant for 3D. Yeah, I think you're probably right. Totally doing other things listening to my streams. I don't expect anybody to be like, what's gonna happen next? Like, just like completely like transfixed on it. Okay, we got a great. These stats are going up pretty good. See me streaming one of the Monster Ranchers I grew up with. How am I doing? I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Yeah, I love Monster Rancher 3. Fantastic game. Okay, we have to rest, and then we have to go get a Lesion. Let's try to jump into community streams and tournaments. I also randomly jump into Monster Rancher UKMR streams just to say hi to other players. What is life risk? We can maybe do a life risk drill with another monster, but I don't want to do it with this guy because it doesn't give me the stats I want. It is very life risking though. Actually, I mean, speed up life up is nice, but I don't want power down. Okay, we'll rest here. And then on the 4th week, we'll go get a Lesion. What Lesion are we going to get, though? Modern tech makes travel working so much more digestible. Even play games over Steam Link with my wife while she's at home. Beat Persona 3 Reload a few weeks ago while I was in a different state. That's sick. Fave is still Monster Rancher 2. I think that's the consensus for the most part. Most of the time, I'm just listening while doing something else, unless some real action is happening, like S-rank matches. Yeah, I feel that. That's totally fine. I understand it's background noise for a lot of people. I don't... It's funny because I have friends who make... Like, you guys know Super Rad, friend of the channel. He makes, like, insanely long, like, retrospectives and, like, video essays about games he likes. And I love him, but he doesn't know how to edit. No, that's not true. But it's just the type of content he makes is like 7-8 hour long videos a lot of the time, because it like goes over an entire franchise's history and then like, you know, the ramifications in pop culture and all that. And they're really well made. They're very long though. And I know lots of people who watch them as they like go to sleep or whatever. Cup of coffee for tomorrow morning. Thank you, Fahad. Very kind of you. But people are like, oh, like you don't, oh, you make 7-hour videos and like people are sleeping while they watch it. Isn't that embarrassing? They only ever watch when you're asleep. And it's like, no, like, do I expect someone to sit there and watch an 8-hour video and do absolutely nothing else in the meantime? No, it's background noise. It's someone making a thing they want to make in the way they want to make it. And other people enjoy it. And they, you know, they listen to it the way they listen to it. Glad they're great VODs. They are too long. You know, I'd be lying if I said I ever watched an 8-hour VOD the whole way through. Or, 8-hour video of any kind the whole way through. I've never done it. How long is the trial of Tim Heidecker? Because I think that's maybe the longest video on YouTube I've ever watched. And like sat there and watched the whole thing. But that shit is like genuinely very, very funny. It's more of a compliment to be able to fall asleep to somebody. I think the big issue is all of these channels doing supercuts of old videos where it's like 8 hours of Mario facts to fall asleep to from like Did You Know Gaming and shit like that. Because it's so... like, it's such a shot in the foot. Because nobody is going to want to advertise on a video that's 8 hours long when they know the people watching it are asleep. They're not going to want to spend money. So that's going to scare advertisers away, right? Watched a couple of H Bomber Guy videos. They're long, but they're not like 7 hours long, you know? I have something on at work because I'm often just sitting here doing monotonous shit, and that would turn your brain off otherwise. I feel that. Honestly, enjoy that some people like to fall asleep to my streams. My wife X-Men Kenshi videos. Fall Asleep Tune is kind of sweet. It did bug me at first. Yeah, advertisers are really stupid. Right, but to a point. Like, they don't want to advertise on shit where if nobody's actually watching it, you know? If something has 100,000 views, but 5% of those are conscious at the time, like, I don't know. It's a good thing I don't get a lot of money from YouTube, and I don't rely on YouTube money to, like, pay my bills and shit, because that shit would stress me out. Let's make a Lesion. A 10-hour video detailing the story of Destiny? Jesus. Oops. Do I wish to revive a monster from the Monster Hunter 3 disc? No. I will open the disc tray. No. Come on. Encyclopedia is what I'm looking for. Also, the music stopped. Okay, so we want a Lesion because we want to get submerged, but which one do we want to get? So many of them are sick. Oh, yeah, the music just died entirely. The End Snow, we got the regular Lesion. I really like the colors on regular Lesion. Sand Lessie. Hibis, I'm not a fan of. We're just going to skip it. No, Hibis is okay. Grilleaf is the one I don't like. Sweet Pea? Sweet Pea, I think, might be the play. Sweet Pea is pretty sick. Or CP, yeah. What is the disc monster from Monster Hunter 3 again? What do you... The disc monster is... It's just a mochi, right? I really like Coral. Diamante is interesting, with, like, the rocks on its head. Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. We got CP, though. CP is a cute little goat for some reason. Yeah, this one's adorable. And then we got Metalhead, who is very silly looking. Why does he look like that? I don't know why they did that. I think I might be a Coral guy. CP for sure. CP, Diamante, and Coral are all really nice. I really like the colors on Coral, though. I think we're going to go with Coral. CP is Aquarius inspired? I do believe, yes. We need a name for Coral, though. What are we going to call it? Too orange for your taste? Orange is the best color. I don't know if you've noticed from my stream or anything, but I do like the color. Aw, he's adorable. Look at that. Naranja? Naranja's an okay name. It is what he is, you know? I want to call him... I don't know. With only 8 characters, you can't get as creative with the names. You know what's so fucking crazy, dude? I was thinking in my head to name him Lieutenant Dan. And I was like, I don't even know why I'm thinking Lieutenant Dan. And then I was like, oh yeah, Forrest Bump. It's actually crazy that someone else thought of it as well. Orangina. Also non-gaming, but for longer form content, Wendigoon is pretty good. Isn't he like a weirdo though? I don't know. And I get all my YouTube personalities confused. What was the name of Lieutenant Dan's shrimping boat? Yes. So you can only hold one of any bitstone orb? Yeah. It's very annoying. Jenny. Jenny was the name of the boat, yeah. Jenny, I got your number. Yes, that's right. Isn't he a weirdo? Whatever happened to Mr. Shit? Chowder. Chowder is a good name. Lieutenant Dan, I think, is going to be hard to beat. I don't know. I don't think we're going to beat Lieutenant Dan. I'm okay with that. There's no, the only period is, like, in the middle. That's not how periods work, Japan. Let's just do this. Why wasn't Naranja acceptable? Naranja's a good name too, but I was thinking of Lieutenant Dan, and then someone else in chat said Lieutenant Dan. He ain't got no legs. Mandy? Mandy would be a good name too. The thing is, there's a lot of good names, and you just have to pick one, and nobody should feel, like, offended that I didn't pick their name. I don't think we got a single bad name. Chowder's good too. But I simply went with the one that was already in my brain, and someone else said it, and I was like, you know, we gotta go with that. Someone else said it. Okay, it doesn't matter where we go. Let's go to Kalaragi again. Always wanted to raise Metalhead as a kid. Sadly, the only CD people knew got it at the time online was a Metallica CD. As soon as my mom said that, she told me even if we could rent it, you're not gonna get it. The band is evil and a bad influence. That's so funny because Metallica is like one of the most popular bands of all time. They're like so inoffensive. Oh my god, $10 dues. Top 10 reasons Mr. Moosebone should get canceled. Video duration 8 hours. CSGO surf footage. This guy's adorable. I love this. Thank you, Fat Chris Pratt. Very kind of you. All right. I just want to raise. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it's very silly. Satanic Panic is like legitimately stupid. We were talking about that on the Twitter today because it's like coming around again because religious fundamentals are freaking out over the Olympics. You know, I'm not one to criticize someone's religion, but I think if you get wrapped up in Satanic Panic, you are an actual child. Like, you're not a functional human adult. Like, do you check under your bed for monsters? Do you check the closet? Like, that shit is not real. Like, like, be fucking real about it. Like, I'm sorry if it offends you that a little cartoon devil isn't gonna steal your soul. Like, Lieutenant Dan learned a new skill. Great job, Lieutenant Dan, you did it. So we got Submerge. Take a look at this tech. 36 cost per 35 damage, and basically +5 hit. And it only gets stronger as you level it up. This move is easily Lesion's best tech, on the power side at least. So, yeah, we're going to be grabbing it. Gojira's performance kick major assay was sick, man. Siblings never cared about any... Oh, my parents never cared about any of that stuff as long as my siblings and I stayed away from drugs or pretty much do anything. Yeah. You ever see Cow and Chicken? That was pretty cursed. It was no Mega Babies. But, like, the stuff that, like... I'm not, like, divorced from Christianity and Catholicism and baptism. These are, like, family members of mine, right? And the thing that's always been really weird to me is, like, just blatant hypocrisy and, like, what is evil and what is not. Look at, okay. Speaking of not evil, look at this shit. It's so cute, man. Or we definitely gotta raise Lesion later. Dudes use demons as excuse for why they do fucked up stuff, so they pretend like they were real to them to deflect blame. I think the big thing for me is, like, I had cousins who were not allowed to play Pokemon because Pokemon had Alakazam and psychics are satanic. But also, my cousin's favorite game at the time was Diablo 2, and he was allowed to play that. So it's like, what the fuck? Like, you don't have real problems. Like, none of that is real. Like, you have to, like, I don't know. It's absolutely fine to be spiritual. It's absolutely fine to believe in a religion. Not for me. I don't understand it. I'm like ultra atheist, but I also am not willing to get in a fight over it, right? Like, if it's something you believe and it helps you in your day-to-day and it makes you a better person, not even in a condescending way, I think anything that anybody can hold on to that makes them stronger is good. It's just, you know, I get it. If it makes you a better person and it makes you more well-adjusted, then absolutely. But if you're, like, worried about the cartoon devil, your head has been screwed on backwards. Like, it's a stupid thing to be worried about. Like, genuinely, you're dumb. Like, I'm sorry. I say something, he pushed them across the finish line again, as expected. Raise the fundamentalists so I understand how they think. Yeah, like, I get it. But, like, they turned that fucking lady who was, like, the monster can, like, bottoms up and the devil laughs shit. They turned that into, like, that's what they believe. It's not funny to them. Which is insane. Because I think it's just people looking for meaning, right? Also, this guy is killing it. He likes my anti-fundamentalist diatribe I'm going on. It's been illuminating for him. It's right to be theistic. The moment I started taking shit about my man Alakazam, I'm gonna start busting heads. You can't talk shit on Alakazam. They're looking for a meaning that was not there to begin with. I wouldn't even say that. Because if you say something like that, you start to get into the realm of condescension of, like, believing in a higher power makes you stupid or whatever. And, like, I don't really agree with that. I don't think it has basis in reality, but I also don't think faith is a bad thing inherently, right? Everybody has faith in something. Whether it's just like faith in mankind, you don't have hard numbers for that. You don't know people are going to do the right thing, but you want to believe because, you know, it helps you get through your day. The same sort of thing. That's kind of my view of it, right? Serial Killer is my favorite. Alakazam Nick, that's a sick name. My favorite name I think I've ever come up with for any of my competitive Pokemon on Showdown is the Avalugg. I named Omnom Titanic, which I was really, like, upset when I figured out you couldn't actually spell that out in-game. Need a fundraiser to get FB new teeth. He does need new teeth. That's why you're dropping the $10. That's going towards his dental fund. Okay, this guy's actually killing it now. Hell yeah. This game gets really fast once you're out of the baby stage. As expected. Favorite Showdown names were Tornadus named Twisters 1996 and Tornadus and Landorus named Tremors 1990. That's pretty good. I also had a... What was his name? I had a quillfish that I had on a lot of teams. Named Big Mama Bumbo. I don't know why I called it that, but the name always made me laugh. Dude, the failure. That's okay. He was doing good. Big Mama Bumbo is like that's a Moose Bones classic. That's from before I was Moose Bones. I find a lot of people who are drawn to religious hysterics tend to be similar people drawn to conspiracy theories in general. Sometimes people make themselves feel special ones and know the truth. Yeah, I think that's a lot of it is just like there's like an understanding, and like this isn't my take, right? This is the thing I saw in an H Bomber Guy video a million years ago, and you know it's stuck with me, where it's like people are aware that there's like something's wrong, right? There are issues in society, and the difference is conspiracy theorists like to think there is a simple answer for it. Like it's a convoluted answer, but like it's simple. It's just it's them. They're the ones doing it. And the reality is it's not that simple, right? All of our societal problems are very, very complex, and like you can't really fix one aspect without affecting other aspects. Not that you shouldn't try or anything like that, but it's a lot more reassuring to think you know the answer. That's the Flat Earth video. Is it the Flat Earth video or is it the vaccines video? Might be the Flat Earth video. I think Flat Earth specifically is a religious thing, and it's like, who was it? Was it a Dan Olsen video? I'm getting to the point where it's like, oh, nice opinion. Which YouTuber gave it to you? But it's like, Dan Olsen said something about how it's like, they believe it's true because they need to believe it's true, or else everything else they believe is no longer true. So it's like, this needs to be true for everything else to be true. And I believe in the other stuff, so I believe in this. Which is like, again, not really a way I had ever thought about it before, but it makes sense to me. Crazy ones are flat earth, fake moon landing. I think fake moon landing is pretty pedestrian when you have stuff like the adrenochrome farms that people believe in, where it's like all of the world's billionaires gets together and like grind up babies to like harvest their like juices. Like these people are actually insane. Honestly, I rewatched Dan's Flat Earth video a lot. It's really well done. The monolith myth, there is a single course of your problem and you can pin all guilt on that one source. Okay, we're gonna try and power up Baku Advance again. We still have to remember not to power it up too much, because we need to have our Aqua Orb be stronger, have more experience in it. There's that one lady that bathed in young women's blood. So that's really funny, because you're talking about Count Bathory. That shit is entirely made up. It was just a thing that people believed forever, but it never actually happened. There's no proof of it happening. Also, I got no experience. And the reason I got no experience is because I just took him out of hibernation. This game has a failsafe in place because it knows that the easiest way to train your monster to max stats is by doing this and only this. Like, you pick up these little things over the course of 1 week, you end up getting like a shit ton of stats, and you just reroll if you don't get it. And the game was aware of that this was like the best way to get stats. So, what it has done is if you freeze your monster and you bring them back out, the experience you get for your skills is very, very low. So it ends up taking like 10 times as long. Yeah, the Count Bathory stuff is really funny because it was simply a smear campaign. It was just a political rival saying mean shit. Because the first story of it didn't come out until long after she was dead, I'm pretty sure. And it was just trying to... Because it was it Hungary? The Bankoa. Just slightly refreshed, that's right. It was Hungary, right? I mean, the let them eat cake thing never existed. No one ever said that. But Marie Antoinette still definitely did die for, you know, being a monarch. Remember the whole bleed baths for her? Yeah, it was like... I don't know. I'm not holding water for the Hungarian royal family or anything. Like, I don't care. But, it is, like, most likely not true. Sorry about your typos. You better be. They're welcome to consume baked goods. It's true. That is what she said. I was there. I was the baked goods. We got a lot of stats from this. And, like, only stats we needed. Found honey candy. Is there one in the middle? I could have sworn there was one in the middle, but I guess, yeah, right here. She's actually attempting to fix the French nobility to actually take care of the citizens. In her own note, she predicted the revolution by over a year. That's really interesting. I didn't know that. Not a lot of variety in the items you found? Not really, but, you know, the items I found have been stat gain items, so. Just stats. Free stats. I have a conspiracy theory friend. A lot of their beliefs are like religion. They only have like a selective info. I have a friend who will like message me and be like, yo, did you hear about this thing? And I'm like, brother, like, come on. Like, what's up with that? Like, do you believe this? And he's like, yeah, man. And I'm like, well, like, why do you believe it? And then we'll have a discussion about it. And at the end, he's like, you know what? You're probably right. But it happens all the time. And at least he's like willing to like talk it out and figure out like if it's a thing he actually believes or if it's just a thing somebody has told him is true and he hasn't bothered looking into it. But it is a little bit annoying having to be like, brother, again, come on. Like, I remember he sent me this video, and the video was claiming that Toronto water was filled with poop. Like, the tap water was filled with poop. And so I was like, okay, what makes you think that? And he was like, look at this experiment the guy did. And what the guy did was electrolysis. He stuck 2 diodes into the water and sent an extremely high electric current through it to solidify all of the metals in the water to make like a, what's it called? A concentrate. And I was like, brother, that's not shit. That's that's every mineral in the water has like formed a solid on the bottom of the water. And then he's like, no, I'm pretty sure that's shit. And it was like, why do you think that? And it's like, well, it's what the guy in the video says. And it's like, why would electricity make poop appear? Like, think about it. And so I sent him a picture, like the wiki link for electrolysis, and he looked into it and he's like, oh, okay. But, like, just stupid people talking to, like, trying to convince other people that, like, whatever dumb shit they believe is, like, actually true. My friend, to his credit, is like, if he sees something that like disproves the thing he thought was true, he's really like willing to like accept, you know, that he's been sold a lie. Like, he's not too precious about that, which I really appreciate. And more people need to be like that, myself included. Arthur really did predict the internet. People wouldn't lie on the internet, would they? I mean, that shit was prescient when it came out, and that wasn't like this will be true in 20 years type thing. Why would electricity make poop appear? I know. It's certainly something. The thing that put rice and pork to convince people that pork is dangerous and filled with worms. I mean, it can be. You could simply leave pork out and get that same effect. Okay, we're looking for the flare stone. Flare stone is coming up in a long time, but we'll grab that. Okay, I just want to make sure, is it the aqua orb or the aurora orb I need? You can just undercook pork and it'll be dangerous enough, yeah. The alkaline water stuff is the one that pisses me off the most. Flat earthers are mostly just entertaining. Yeah. They don't want you to know the poop is actually made of the free electricity in your body. Now, you could probably sell them on that. One of the craziest things that's ever happened. One of my friends is an astrophysicist. They just got their PhD in like solar sails, and I helped them, like, I was like a test audience for their PhD, and like, dude's much smarter than I am. But he and I were in the Flat Earth Discord when it was new, like 7 or 8 years ago. And we're like, Flat Earth doesn't make any sense. Like, you guys are stupid. What it really is like a hamster wheel. Like, the sun is in the middle, and then Earth is like a loop around it. And about 80% of the people were like, this is also incredibly fucking stupid. You guys are dumb as hell. And 20% of the people were like, you know what? This checks out. This makes perfect sense. And we're just like, okay. And then it's Aurora or what do I? Oh fuck, I forgot. It's Aurora Orb, right? Because I want Tiger. Aurora Orb, yeah, not Aqua Orb. But it was just like, it was maddening how people were just like, yeah, okay, sure. Flat Earth Discord just sounds like trolls as fuck place. A lot of it was. And so there was a mix of people who like agreed with us, who like, you could tell they were just taking the piss, right? Like, they were just like going along with it because they thought it was funny. But there were people who were like legitimate about it, and they'd be like, I was talking to my friends about this and they think it's like a good idea too. And it's like, what are you talking about? Can I see it? No. Aurora Borealis. We live on the internal part of the Dyson sphere. Yeah, exactly. It's official. I believe the hamster wheel model of Earth. Well, because we're like, look, like, the sun shines in one direction, and it's day. And then it, like, rotates, and day rotates out. That was basically it. There's, like, more math and shit involved. And we're like, a lot of the physics and stuff, all the numbers work, but you just have to invert them. You have to add a minus to the beginning of the equations. And everyone's like, oh, okay. Sun goes in, sun goes out. You can't explain that. Flat Earth is such a good example of just how easy it is, because it only spreads and became big because of people sharing it, because of the meme. Remember those early days where people would defend it as an example of insane conspiracy theories? Yeah, it's always been around. Like, the Flat Earth Society has always been a thing, but there was not a lot of people. It was like a couple dozen people. It makes zero sense. No, you have to redo all the math that we know that works. And it's like, sure, math is just numbers. How do you know the numbers are right? And it's like, well, because we can test. Like, but the thing is, all the things that we've done to test are also fake, right? Like, we've never been to the moon or anything like that. Of course not. But the Dan Olsen, the Folding Ideas video about it, where he sets up the camera and then like moves it, and you can actually see the curvature of the Earth in real time, was really cool, because I've never seen anything like that before. It's too wild for me. I'd rather let them believe it. Oh, you don't have to argue with them about it. Just let them believe it. Like, it's still like such a fringe thing. As much as people like to say it's popular, it's only because we're all terminally online, right? It's not actually popular. It's like when Musk tweets something that gets 500,000 views or like 500,000 likes on it, and it's just like some insane thing he's like made up. It doesn't mean that's the majority opinion. That just means 500,000 losers on Twitter agree with him. But believe it or not everybody's on Twitter. Ask them how big science is profiting off the lie. That's the real thing. Yeah. My conspiracy theory is that the Flat Earth conspiracy is a psyop by the American government to make everyone who believes in any conspiracy seem like a nutcase. That's the crazy thing, right? Conspiracies exist. Conspiracies exist. The government sometimes is out to get you. Right? Like, that shit is real. They don't have your best interest in mind all the time, you know? The government can push through good policies. They can push through bad policies. The CIA can invent crack. Like... we know they've done shit, right? I live on a hill near the ocean. I can see the curvature of the earth just out my window. That's cool. MK Ultra is scary, yeah. "9/11 is our JFK." So, the thing that's so funny about the jet fuel can't melt steel beams shit is that, like, it doesn't need to melt it. You like... like, you just ask those people, like, what if the building had been made out of paper? Would it be able to stand up? No, it would have fallen down. So, structural integrity is important. It doesn't need to be melting. Though I do think, you know, they were aware. They were aware it was going to happen. I'm not too invested. CIA didn't invent crack. They invented LSD. They absolutely introduced crack to the US. That's like a known thing that they did. To the point where they admitted it. It's like on file that like they introduced crack to black neighborhoods. It's not a conspiracy theory. It was for a long time, but then they were just like, yeah, that's a thing we did. Yeah, they introduced it. It's his birthday. He's 2 years old now. Happy birthday. We're talking about crack. The environments for this game are so nice. You can just walk around on big lily pads. Irony's the best way to find conspiracies to go through what you call evidence and whistleblowers. Yeah. His life is looking nice. Nice. I do need to worry about my power and stuff at some point, but I think I probably get his life to 800 through chase, and then we start doing other stats. I think there's a power and speed drill I can do that lowers intelligence, if I remember correctly. I know there's a power and defense that lowers intelligence in Takarama. And the original 9/11 conspiracy was done by Alex Jones. Do you know Alex Jones used to just be like a normal guy? Like, he used to like be a conspiracy theorist, but like conspiracy theorist in like the government doesn't have your best interests in mind kind of way. And, you know, he was like kind of fringe and like kind of silly, but most of the shit he said was like stuff that people could like glean info from, at least a little bit. And then, yeah, they're like, it makes more money to just be fucking crazy. And so, okay. Lost himself in the character? I think there's a lot of truth to that, yeah. I do need to get a second attack at some point. I'm excited to get that flare stone so I can get the hell out of this hell I'm in. Get the hell out of hell. The gay frogs thing is really funny. Because it makes him sound insane, but it's like there's a story behind it where they were like dumping chemicals, and this is the mochi for this area, I'm pretty sure. They were dumping chemicals in the water that were causing frogs to like change their biological sex, and it doesn't mean anything, like not inherently, other than, you know, the chemicals are fucked up. He should have been a comedian instead. He would have killed it. He used to be a Michael Moore type. Yeah, he was a little bit more fringe than Michael Moore, but it was similar. You're right. I think one of the craziest things is going back and having like watched Waking Life, which is an old, I say old, it was a Richard Linklater film where it's like a bunch of vignettes of like these characters going through like just like slice of life type shit, but it's done in like a really cool rotoscope style, and Alex Jones is one of the main characters in it, just being an Alex Jones type character. And I didn't know that when I first watched the movie. I got it on DVD somehow when I was like younger, which I don't know how it showed up in the house because it's not the type of movie my parents would watch. All I know is it's got Wiley Wiggins in it, who's in Dazed and Confused. He has 2 speeches in it. Yeah. He's in 2 different vignettes, I'm pretty sure. There's one where he's like got a loudspeaker on the top of his car and he's like yelling into a microphone as he's driving. And then there's like another one later on, I'm pretty sure. Putting chemicals in the ranch that turn my mochi gay? I got bad news for you. All mochis are gay. Movie was filmed in Fort Worth. Yeah, it was so funny though, because I watched that when I was like, I say like 15, and then I was like, this movie is pretty cool. It's an interesting idea. And then I watched it again when I was like 25. I'm like, holy shit, that's Alex Jones. 10 gold. You have it on DVD? Yeah. Richard Linklater is a really interesting filmmaker because half of his stuff I think is like really fascinating. Even the stuff that kind of sucks is really fascinating. Like, I don't like Boyhood. I don't think it's a very good movie, but it did take 10 years to make. Or those cute little flea guys keep picking up from the bushes. That's the Noisy Hall. This is a little bug that teaches me. He's like my trainer. He helps me make my attack stronger. Gotta respect that the guy's making the art he wants to make 100%. And the thing is, when you do shit like that, sometimes it doesn't vibe with everybody, right? We were talking about this the other day with games like Monster Rancher, how like people who play Monster Rancher love Monster Rancher, but it doesn't have wide appeal. It's a very specific kind of game, and it's very divisive in like the people who really, really like it and the people who find it boring as shit. And I think that's to be expected when you have like a vision, right? If you have a vision and the thing is not like commercially set up to be a success, like it's not built to be the next big thing from the get-go, and you don't have the backing behind it, there's only so much you can do. So your goal is to just make the best thing that you can make that like is good to you. Okay, I think we're doing pretty good. Want to say something to it? No big deal. That one wasn't a big deal. Zero int, he's dumb as fuck. It's true. He is dumb. We don't need any intelligence, though. Hey, I'll take a great. So yeah, like I said, we'll go to 800. Monster Rancher was the thing I actually wanted Pokemon to be growing up, where you actually train your Mon. Yeah, it's no Monkey Puncher. Appeals to people with a very specific mindset, which is why Monster Rancher Evo confused me so much. There is a story behind that, where I don't know how much of it is legit, and it's one of those things where it's like I really, really believed the story when I was younger, but as I get older, like I understand that's not really how commerce in the arts works. But basically, there was a meeting between Lisa Shock, who was the person who ran Monster Rancher Metropolis, one of the biggest champions of the game, while the game was like still being made, and one of the devs. I don't know if it was like a community organizer for Tecmo. I don't think they had like community organizers really at that point. That's more of a social media type thing. But back in the 2000s, someone reached out to her from Tecmo and was like, we would like to talk to you as someone who loves this series to find out what Monster Rancher fans really like. And basically she gave them a laundry list of stuff that worked in the old games and maybe didn't work so well in 4. Like she mentioned, the story was not as important to Monster Rancher players. Like focusing on a story is not really how to like win Monster Rancher players over. Being able to do like whatever you want, a focus on the training specifically, and they're like, okay, cool. And then they made Evo, so it's like, it seemed malicious when I first read the story. It seemed like they took a list of things that the fans like, and then we're like, let's do the exact opposite because the fans aren't selling us. Like we're not making money on these people. We need the wider audience. Baku with separate teeth is horrifying. Very, very weird thinking for the next MR. The thing is, Monster Rancher 4 did pretty badly, and so I could understand why they would reach out and be like, hey, like series is in dire straits, what can we do to like bring it back? But then if you're like asking for advice and then you do the exact opposite, one, I don't know how much pull that person had, right? It's a second hit story, so I don't know what actually went on. And I know corporate Japan doesn't work like that. Like they're not going to take advice from one person and then that's that. But I do think it's funny that they went and asked this person what fans would want from the game, and then the next game that came out was literally the exact inverse of every point she brought up. So I don't know. Just generally kind of shitty. Hell yeah. Need a couple more drills and we're done. Done the 800. Great job. Then we can raise our speed and our power. Our power is quite low. Looks healthy. This might even be a good enough point to stop on power. What's the quote? Never attribute malice to what can be explained with incompetence. Yeah. I've been trying to capture a new player base and reinvent the series to help sales. I think that's the general consensus, is they were like, well, this is the things that people like, and you know, the fans are going to buy the game regardless, so let's do the opposite. But it's more that they asked her, and then she took it back to the devs, and they were like, well, that's not Pokemon, though. I mean, Evo's not Pokemon either, though. Still haven't tried Monster Rancher Evo yet, but I think I won't ever. It's a very weird game. It's not the worst game I've ever played. But it's a very PS2 game. It's profoundly weird, yeah. Hey, we're in Takarama now. Do we... I don't think... We still don't resist heat. So we're gonna get tired quicker. Takarama has some really good drills, though. It says life and defense, intelligence and defense, power and speed, defense down. This one's fine for now. We can do this. But I need like a speed, like big speed and small power. I'd prefer not to lower my defense that much. The intelligence and defense up and power down is really big. This is like the perfect drill for Gel and Poncho. This dog at rhythm games. Was it Morks? Morks is life and power, right? Perhaps there's a mistranslation from the interview where they heard her talking about the circus music in Monster Rancher 2. Speed and power. Yeah, this one's okay. We can do this. Defense down. So hit moles is like the opposite. Either way, we're going to have to find something that raises defense. But we can do this for now. Let's hit some moles. Get him. Yeah. Got a bump on your head. 19 speed? Damn. Baku's got good speed gains. Okay, there we go. Get mold. Get mold, brother. It's only saving grace is Pororo. Pororo's cool. Entering his ping pong Olympics era. Okay, we're definitely gonna roll the next official. Once we get up to the next rank, I think it'll be time to try and do some Aurora Orbialis. Get that damn orb, and then we can, you know, actually do the thing we were planning on doing with this guy. Basically, our goal is to just max speed, power, life, and defense. Or get the 4 as high as we can, and then we'll have a heart that we can feed to a tiger. Because tiger is the monster I want to make for competitive play. I think we're just going to skip. I think the fact that like Monster Rancher 4 is that you can train multiple monsters, exploration felt like MVC. The multiple monsters is one of those things that's fun until you're like actually trying to raise stuff well. Because you get into a situation where, hey, Flareon, thank you for the follow. You got 300 gold, I'll take that. The problem is that it's really hard to like outfit your ranch with enough good gadgets that like actually help multiple different monsters out. Like customizing your farm, considering the popularity of cozy games, it's crazy how something like that isn't around now. Monster raising, same with the Stardew styled farm mechanics, that would be a hit. There's something that's coming out that's kind of similar. I don't like farm games. I like the aesthetic, and every time I try to play it, I'm like, I hate this shit. I don't like this at all. Let me work on my monster instead. I don't want to pick radishes. That's just me. It's a lot to plan up, but I still think it's good. 3 mods at once. I think 5 is the real problem. 5 is like actually completely untenable. You can't do anything with 5. And the problem is like feeding each of them items takes a really long time. It like just grinds the game to a halt until it's like taking 5 minutes per week to get everything done, and it's like okay. Yeah, we're gonna roll rank A here, or rank B. In order to play Monster Rancher 4, just focus on 3 and the other 2 are filler. I wouldn't even raise 5 total. The only thing 5 does is allows you access to tournaments with 5 monsters. But other than that, I don't think there's like any benefit to doing it. There's a way to beat the game without ever unlocking the tutorial for counters. And so that means that you can play the game without ever having to worry about counters. And it's, you simply just never raise more than 1 monster. Because when you unlock the 3 monsters, that's when you get the counter system. Yeah. I think there's a world that could have implemented a way to streamline the training process. Having gadgets be random drops is a big pain in the ass. It's one of the things I don't like about the game. If you could just buy them from the store, even if they were really expensive, at least you could plan for it. Counter system isn't good. I thought it was okay. So the problem is mostly just that the AI cheats. So for those of you who don't know, in Monster Rancher 4, you can press 3 different buttons when you attack. You can press square, circle, or triangle. Or square, circle, or X, sorry. And X is just a regular attack. Circle does is a little bit more accurate, and square does a little bit more damage. And I think it's 1%, so it's like very minimal. But if you press the same button multiple times in a row, that bonus goes up to 5. And So it becomes a guessing game of like, are they going to press circle again for the 4th time in a row, or are they going to press something else? And it's kind of an interesting mechanic because you're given the opportunity to counter them. If you think you know what they're going to press, you can press the same button in a counter system, and if they get hit, they take damage and withering proportional to the amount of damage and withering they would have done. So it's kind of a cool idea. But what it ends up doing is it makes tanks have a 33% chance to just instantly dodge every attack, which is really fucked up when you think about it. I mean, getting the counter wrong is not good. Like, you take a slightly more damage, I'm pretty sure. But if you have 0% chance to dodge in the first place, you might as well just risk it every time. If you're running 0 speed, you might as well counter every single time, because now not only do you have like a 33% chance to dodge, you have a 33% chance to just invalidate your opponent, like to do a shit ton of damage to them. And then additionally, what's really fucked up is the AI can choose to press nothing. If they press nothing, if they don't press X, they don't press square, they don't press circle, it continues the chain of whatever they pressed last, but you can't counter them. You instantly lose the counter if you try to counter it. So when I stopped playing Monster Rancher 4 on stream, I rage quit because I was getting really tilted because I was fighting this pixie who was only pressing X. And every time I went to counter the X attack, it said it pressed nothing. It saw the chain for X went up, you know, hit percent up, damage percent up, and I couldn't counter it. It's a thing that the game does where it can just choose to not press an input. It's literally cheating. So people are really frustrated by that. It also does the weird inverse thing. It makes going to 0 defense and just countering so they one-shot themselves a thing you can do. Yeah, exactly. Does that mean tanks are better in Monster Rancher 4 than in other games in the series? Not better than in 1. In 1, tanks are still extremely good. I think speed monsters in 1 are still better than just outright tanks, but defense is a better stat in Monster Rancher 1 than in any other game. That's the first crit we've got since we started playing yesterday. Get a Game Shark to force them to choose. Monster Rancher AI cheats? No way, I don't believe you. But I mean, it's literally like, it has an option you don't have. That always wins. Good old rock, nothing beats that. Tanks are solid in the advanced games too. The thing that's really good about tanks in the advanced games is that you can stack characteristics or traits. I think they're called traits in that game. And so if you have certain monsters, you can make the game completely trivial, which is really funny. My favorite monster to run in advance is Lorica, who is Durahan Arrowhead, because Arrowhead has the hard shell ability, which lowers speed but raises defense. Like, it gives you a % bonus to defense. And Durahan has armor, which does the exact same thing. So you just run a monster with 0 speed and just these 2 massive bonuses to defense back to back. And when you fight the last boss of the game, he's doing like single-digit damage if you have max defense. It's very funny. Like, you can't lose. Why you got so much speed, Kiki? I do have to raise my defense at some point. I'm taking too much damage. Alright, there you go. I hit once. It's done 200 damage to me. I'm totally fine. Baku advance, get him. Ah. Monster Rancher game where defense is actually useful. In Monster Rancher 1, it's really good. Because the damage formula in 1 is, like, bizarre. Damage formulas work better the more complicated they are, the more variables that are included. Defense literally divides the amount of damage you would do by the defense number. So if you have 1 defense, you basically take full damage from everything. If you have 2 defense, you take half damage from everything. So at 2 defense, you take half damage. At 1 defense, you take full damage. If you have 100 defense, you take 1% of the total damage dealt. If you have 999 defense, you take 1/1000th of the damage dealt. So it's quite funny. It also means that if you have 1 defense, you're going to take like 999 damage from every attack in the game. Because it's actually doing like 30,000 damage. The high defense fights can get frustrating in advance, like that one Durhan Antland. That's, yeah. Finally actually catching some of this game. Visual style is really nice. I really like Monster Rancher 3. Alright. Our stats are looking okay. 400 speed's not bad. Had no idea stats work like that. Monster Rancher 1? Yeah, it's very silly. You need, like... If you're making a speed monster in Monster Rancher 1 for, like, competitive play, you still need, like, 200 defense. At the absolute minimum. Showed up for Monkey? Where's Monkey? Wrong game, brother. Why'd you show up for Monkey? Instead Sow Cow Hippo. It's, a camel dog. Excuse me? He is kind of a hippo, I guess. Big Eeyore. How are you doing, Matt? Like how you have actual rival ranchers in 3? I could take that or leave that. I'm not a big fan of that. I kind of like just being able to do your own thing. But, you know, with good character design, you can make it work. Camel dog, you see it? He's got the hump on his head, though. You're doing well? Hell yeah. Okay, let's take a look at our stats. We got the good life. We are living the good life. I think we just keep raising speed. Keep doing hit moles. We are entering a tournament. Fuck. Wow, that's quite a ways away. He isn't sad, he's dim-witted. Know the difference? Everything happens to Forrest Bump. Yeah, we named him Forrest Bump, which I think is a very good name. Maybe neat if you could do Team MR3 with other trainers occasionally. Like, that's kind of how it works in, in UKMR, right? No big deal. Incredible name? Yeah, I think it's a good name. I didn't come up with it. It's Forrest B. That's fine. His little teeths, I know. He's got the... It's funny, because we were making jokes about the crocodile dentist game where you gotta like push his teeth down and he kind of looks like that. But this game also has a crocodile that looks exactly like the crocodile dentist. Why is his name Forrest B? For Forrest Bump. How are you doing? Get out of here. Get out of my house. Why'd you show up? Pardon me? Yeah, I bet. She is... Get him! Oh my god. We killed that guy. He's dead. It's like the same stat game we would have got without it. Crocdoc, yeah. As expected. Alright, so we're bullying moles right now. Our goal is to get a new attack soon. But our goal is really to get 2 new attacks soon. I'm in rank A. Great Jerb. I can probably get the Aurora. The Aurora Orb. We can try. Yesterday. So, in this game, you have to collect these different items to learn new attacks. And there's 3 levels. There's bits, there's stones, and there's orbs. And the orbs are the rarest. They're random drops from specific fights. And the fights happen randomly once a season. And then depending on a rotating schedule, they're more likely to appear in different locations. We got one on this monster last stream yesterday. At the lowest rank that it has ever been recorded getting an orb. Basically, if you're in like rank S, like the highest rank, and you set everything up to trigger a fight with a monster who gives an orb, you have like close to 100% chance to get it. And then as you go down the ranks, it gets lower and lower and lower and lower and lower. And for a really long time, it was thought that C rank was like the lowest. This is PS2, yeah. That's how it works, yeah. And it was thought that in C rank, there was one person who had said one time, like 20 years ago, that they got an orb in rank C. And I didn't really think it was possible. When I was playing this game last time, we re-rolled for like 2.5 hours trying to get an orb on one monster in rank B, which is the next rank up. And then I got fed up and I just went to rank S and I got it immediately. But I re-rolled for 2 hours with the game overclocked to 4 times speed, like 400% speed. Still took 2 hours and then I gave up. I didn't even find it. So, I mean, you can imagine that's roughly 8 hours of searching and like save state. So like reset and do it again. No. Looked at all the areas. No. Reset, do it again. Just couldn't find it. We got an orb with this guy on our first try without even trying in rank C yesterday, which is like maybe I think the rarest occurrence in the entirety of Monster Rancher as a franchise. I don't think there's anything documented that is less likely than that happening. And it just happened to us. Just out of nowhere. And it was for an attack that we didn't even want. So I was talking to someone and I was like, it was like I won the lottery in the currency I couldn't spend without buying a ticket. Like they called me and they're like, congratulations, you just won the Philippine lottery. You gotta come to the Philippines to get your prize though. Oh, you're not from the Philippines? You don't get to use it. It's ordained by the Monster Rancher Lords. It's actually, it's so lucky and just like completely inconsequential. Though it did make another monster that we were raising, or we decided to start raising afterwards, stronger. Create a mechanic that maybe 2 players will ever get to understand organically is very on brand for the franchise. Yeah. Actually, just like obscene how lucky that was, and it meant absolutely nothing. Okay, we're gonna go to Brillia next week. That's fine, the failures, whatever. Pepsi did that to the Philippines? They did actually do that to the Philippines, yes. I remember. I heard that story. I was like, why did I say Philippines? But like, maybe subconsciously I was thinking of the Pepsi scandal. With the sweepstakes they had. Okay, we're gonna save here. I might be off season. Let me check to see what the best season is. So this will be March. Monster Rancher 3. Is there orbs? Ran adventure maps. Okay, that's fine. Hidden drill locations. I need to find... I'm missing one. Fenric, are you still here? I'm looking on Legend Cup. There is something... I don't know where it is, though. There is a schedule for when it is most likely for the orb to appear in a given locale. And because there's 5 locations and there's 4 seasons in the year, it rotates on a 2-year basis. So it's like in March, Morks has your best chance. And then in June, it could be Kalaragi. And then in September, it's in Takrama. And then in December, it's in Brillia. And then in the next season, next year, bottom of the Ran adventure maps. Okay, thank you. And then in the next season, it starts with the 5th one, and then it goes from there. Oh, okay, Prime Adventures. So Brillia 2 or 7 is... What are we? February week 4. Let's see what year we're in. I gotta save. That's the only way to save. I guess I can look at the calendar too. And 6. One year, so it's Kalaragi. Obviously not what I'm looking for. So next March next year, I'm off by a year. Is that what it's saying? Yeah, next year I have a really good chance. But that's mostly for characteristics and stuff. I can still get an orb. Life and speed and defense down. Let's do an avalanche. I think these graphics age really well. Curious why this is on Switch by now. Yeah, I think this looks great. Let's get it. You can do it, brother. Easy. Success. 20 in defense? Hell yeah. Damn, it's going to be easy to crank my defense up. I'm going to save here. First of all, I got to get the last... I got to get the dig seal. You'll be lurking? Up there, there. All 3 of them are in like the exact same area. Do you think there will be another Monster Rancher collection? I really want people to be able to play Monster Rancher 3 and 4. I would love it, but I don't think it's likely. Maybe they'll announce Monster Rancher 3DX at Gamescom. That'd be sick. No, the leech stole my life. I got leech lifed. This is the bad feeling spot, right? Alright, we didn't get anything. Don't go too far. Don't tell me where to go. This is a noisy hall, right? Oh, Ran Leaf. Okay, it's not. I don't remember where the bad feeling places are in this one. Another Ran Leaf? Oh my god. Okay, well, we're doing good. Oh, okay, that's where they are. Let's go do those first, and then we can walk back. What's the button to see the overhead view? Okay, there we go. How we doing? We're doing good. What do you think caused 3 and 4 to flop so much compared to 1 or 2? Oh, there we go. We got it. Suddenly, Forrest was inspired by the ice crystal, felt the inner artist rising, and came up with a new training method, Dig Seal. Hell yeah. Cool. So I think that's the last training we didn't have unlocked yet. I don't know why they didn't do as well. I think it's just... Oh my god, dude, I have 600 Grand Rands though, that's insane. We might as well just go everywhere now. Did I play Evo or is that game just awful? It's very different. I made a team of 3 ponchos and played it on stream for a couple of days and then was just like, I don't want to play this game anymore. 2 being the only one released on PAL probably helped a lot. Yeah, I don't know. There are definitely issues with this game from like a marketability sense, I think. They changed how the game worked in pretty significant ways, so like diehard fans thought the game was a little bit too different. But I mean, Fenric's probably someone to talk to about what the vibe was like, because he did a lot of like unpaid promo for the game when it was new. Okay, so bad feeling spots have not been doing it for us. 100 gold. I still have so much. Particularly when MR2 is just basically MR1. Another dude, what the fuck? I haven't gotten like anything. I've only been stepping on leaves. That's okay. We got a year. We come back here in 1 year, and then we're golden. We're gonna get the orb. Other side, no. Bad feeling about this. I think that means we don't get the orb if it actually says it. Aurora bit? I don't want that. Doesn't matter. Just gotta get rid of one of them. Love Monster Hunter 3. What's my favorite monster here? Assuming it's Lesion. Poncho. Poncho's my absolute favorite. In like the entire franchise. Noisy Hall. I do have to be careful not to give too much experience to Baku Advance. This is probably like the last... I don't know. No. It's also a super early PS2 release on the market. Just wasn't as big. I don't know. It's hard to say. Poncho over Niton. They're, depending on my mood, they're 1 and 2. Or rather, I should say they're always 1 and 2. But depending on my mood, it changes. Did I get everything? I think I got everything. I still have 100 left. Stepped on so many leaves. I don't have a Niton plushie. He's hanging out in the background. I would love a Poncho plushie too. We were talking about that yesterday. Get one with like a Velcro shell, and he like sits in the middle. Yeah, there's simply nothing left for me to discover here. Oh, that's it. That's the last one. We got nothing left to collect. Hit start to leave. I was just making sure I didn't forget anything. We got some life left after that damn slug ate our life. Okay, there we go. We couldn't leave without hitting that. I think that's actually the last place, though. Last Noisy Hall. Will I ever stream Evo? I don't know. I did stream it a little while ago. I do have VODs of it. It's a very different game, though. You can have a carrot, brother. Give you the vitamins you need. He's healthy. What's he doing? Look at this guy. I like these stats. He's doing good. I remember not liking it as a kid, but my reasoning was combining its skill and speed made the game too easy, which in retrospect proves I sucked at Monster Hunter as a kid. Is it easier than 1? I don't think so. Okay, this area is not made for me at all. I love this though. Intelligence and power up. That's pretty cool. Life and speed up and defense down. We don't want that. Let's move. Does Goat have anything we need? I think, is it Blowfish? You know, they're not Blowfish, they're Anglerfish, but they're also kind of Blowfish. Power and defense up and speed down. Speed and power up and intelligence down. Yeah, that's perfect. Get him. Oh my god, we blew him up. Should draw a Poncho for the Moosey Boney. I'd appreciate that. That'd be sick. Which Poncho is my favorite? Poncho Duckin from 4? There is no Poncho Duckin in 4. Poncho Duckin from DS is my favorite. There is a monster in Monster Hunter 4 called Blixie Clingy, which has the same name as my favorite Poncho. But it is not the same monster at all. Got another question. Do tech levels get inherited via hearts? No. They do not. It's pretty easy to max out most of them if you're actually doing it efficiently and not just fucking around like I am. It's pretty slow to get it going, but then once you're like in Prime and you're doing adventures, it takes like no time at all. Chicken Festa is this week. Looks healthy. Let's do it. He's gonna be a little bit tired after this, but that's fine. Tried searching Evo on Twitch and YouTube, found no Evo VOD. It's because you're not gonna find it. I wasn't streaming on YouTube at the time, and Twitch only holds VODs for like 3 months or something. And this happened like a year ago. It exists, but it's on my computer. I got more speed than him, brother. You're fucked. You're not winning this. I don't do any damage, so that's the problem. Twitch not holding onto VODs indefinitely is, like, really dumb. YouTube simply makes them into videos. I was talking to Macho Cheese. I'm gonna get him to make thumbnails for, like, all the VODs. Like, they don't need to all be bespoke, but, like, you know, if they follow a theme or whatever, and it's easy to just, like, copy and paste them. Because I don't have, like, any VODs for, like, any thumbnails for, like, 90% of my VODs. It's basically just the old DXBL stuff that are in the DXBL playlists anyway. And then the DQM stuff I did. Alright, can I please hit an attack? I got more speed than you. Brother, this is killing me. This should do it. I really only need the one. Come on, man. I have more than 50% chance to hit that. I literally couldn't hit it. I understand why they wouldn't hold on to VODs indefinitely, but it does suck. The only reason it wouldn't hold on to VODs is because it costs them money. But it's Amazon. It's not like they don't have money, right? If you can't make Twitch solvent, like, that's your own problem, really. So, to be fair, we've talked about this before. I don't think YouTube actually makes much money. You know, I'm not privy to the books, but I feel like YouTube probably bleeds a lot of money, and it only exists because it's great for Google's other businesses, and it helps, you know, kill market share for other companies. So basically, by hamstringing other companies on the video front, it helps them, even if it alone doesn't make a lot of money. Also, holy shit, Rayfield too strong. YouTube isn't that negative till like later in Susan's reign. That makes perfect sense to me. The 100 damage with core attack? This is getting ridiculous, man. Why can't I land a fucking attack? I also keep forgetting to save, so I'm so used to the, what do you call it? The autosaves. 2 damage? They stack? Oh my god. Let me get into range. There we go. Good crit. Well, I've won. GG's. Which is base sense, you can get up to 100 XP a year for one move. Max sense, you can get 200 plus, but how you level sense moves is beyond me. I think it's just related to, what do you call it? Your monster's age, right? I think it just simply goes up as your monster ages. Do different moves have different sense, or is it the same for everything? So I thought it was just like a parameter, like one parameter that got raised. You know more than I do. Like, I'm not going to argue about it, but that was my understanding. I could be working on bad knowledge. Baku advance. Come on. Come on, let me hit. Let me hit. This monkey won't let me hit. SMH. Hell yeah. I have a question. This is probably a Fenrir question, but what was the reason behind Flaria's design and age changes between the JP and US releases? I don't think any of us know. I think it was just for marketability. Damn. 272? Put him in the ground. God damn. Monkey Suezo. I'm a big Monzo fan. I have to check the speedrun save due to the sheer amount of tech usage, but I think each move gets its own sense value. I mean, I could check here, and if it's the same for both, that would be interesting to see, because I'm sure I use Ear Slap more than Baku Advance, but I've trained Baku Advance more than I've trained Ear Slap. So, you know, maybe that'll give us some insight. Kaija. Gotta fight 2 purebred dragons. I'm gonna get my ass beat by both of them? Come on, man. What is this? I got, like, no defense, eh? So they're actually doing good damage. What's the point of having all this speed? Classic Monster Rancher shenanigans. Simply let me build up my guts. Yeah, that's not bad. 22 seconds. Might be worth it to try something big. Yeah. Yeah, we win. And he's dizzy now. Good to see that all Monster Ranchers cheat 1% all the time. Yeah. Cheat on percentages all the time, yeah. What's dizzy? So there's different status effects in the game. Battle specials don't work the same as they do in like Monster Rancher 2. And so basically, attacks give you different statuses. And Dizzy, specifically, is... Let me take a look real quick. I don't remember off the top of my head. Dizzy is evasion and accuracy minus 40%, damage dealt minus 20%, and damage taken plus 20%. And the way to get rid of it is by attacking. If you just attack, you'll get rid of whatever status effect you have. What rank is this? This is rank A. I think? Or is it rank B? I think it's rank B. Platano. Okay, he had high power, not really intelligence. So maybe we can chill, get him to use some of the intelligence techs. Tanuzo's cool, man. I love the Tanuki Suezo. Whap. 61? Hell yeah. As soon as the camera pans up, I'm like, I have failed. Shueizhou beam. Zap! He hit me. 70 damage. Okay, that did nothing. The clock freezing every time it goes to that? I don't think it does. Does it? 16? Yeah, I think it might. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Yeah, it freezes every time it goes to that screen. It shows a little cut in. Okay, we got him. There's some iconic Suezo breeds in this game. Yeah, I agree. All of them are great. All of the base ones look really solid. The rabbit one. Purebred Suezo is probably, ironically, like the worst looking one. Oh, I have to rematch someone. That's interesting. Playoff. This is the first playoff we've had to do. I gotta fight Kaija again. 500 intelligence. That is a little spooky, but If we can just walk forward, yeah, we're good now. We win now. Unless I get dizzy. Touch detail, get dizzy. Slowly build up these guys. 60 seconds to make an impact. That's what I'm saying. I will simply stand in a range where you do no damage and beat you in the battle of attrition. Come on. Fuck that. Fine, no attrition. $30 seconds left. Alright, 0 for 3. There. We're in the lead by a tiny bit. Dizzy? Fuck you. We got a spam now. We got one. No! You, dude, like... That's so fucking Monster Rancher, man. That is the most Monster Rancher shit. I actually lost? Fucking stupid. Oh my god. Whatever. That's okay. It's fine. Not the end of the world. Playoff as well, yeah. Hits me with a 40% attack at the end. Time to save scum? Nah, it's okay. I was mashing my button too. Not quite. I was mashing my button and I couldn't press it. No. Shellfish, sure. That sucked. He's pretty tired, I bet. Let's go get a flare stone. 1 second loss in the playoffs, yeah. RNGesus said no. It's fine. We got a little ways to wait until we can have a good shot at getting the orb anyway, so. Not the end of the world. I simply don't do enough damage. Take a great though. The greats really don't give you as much as like the gap between a grate and like a regular drill is not that insane. Come on, I want to see another grate though. Give me 2 in a row. Yeah, made him explode for some reason. I'll take the 2 greats in a row for sure. Great job. Great job. Okay, the tournament's got to be coming up next month. We got to go back to Brillia before we do the tournament, though. So we can search in the area again for another orb. Am I rank B? I'm rank A. Oh, that was a rank A battle. Okay. Wait a minute. What do I get for winning this? A hat. A hat for B-Clon. Do I already have it? I probably already have it. I haven't looked at my items. I haven't used a single item. I got Flexy's heart. It's an intelligence monster, though. Do I also not have... Oh, I don't have any of the items that give you, that make your monster, like, more well-rested. So I gotta make some money, because I'm pretty broke at the moment. Let's take a look at our accessories. Examine. Do I have Baku accessories? I have no accessories. This is starting to feel like it might not be my actual file. Okay, it is. This parrot's rare. Parasol. Large parasol blocks harmful UV light. Echelon's got the cast. Hard to move but increases strength. It's plus power minus speed. Main benefit of Greats is getting less stress fatigue build and getting extra loyalty from talking to your monster. Yeah, that makes sense. But Baku can even wear accessories. They can all wear accessories. Okay. Yeah, on the 4th week we'll move. I wonder if I should chase around the great area, the prime adventure. We do need to raise power at some point. He needs a hat. That hairstyle is terrible. Damn. Talking shit. Okay, so June. June even year. June 6. Takrama. Brillia. We can go into Brillia again. Because Brillia is the next important one, and, you know, we need the orb anyway. It's actually saved this time, though. So we'll get the Flare Stone, which will make it stronger, and then if we can get the orb at the same time, then we're set. Flare Stone gives us an attack with 60 force, which is going to make up for our low power in a pretty big way. Oh yeah, it's the one with Noish. Noish the kitty cat. Art Deco. I forgot there was a Baku named Art Deco. You went to the barber and got the Cletus buckler cut? Certainly did. Oh my god. Mew moves so fast in this game. Getting arena speeded. Scratch, level 5. Ah, the big cut. My turn. I will simply never hit. Norris K. He's no Norris K. Okay, I have such a better chance to hit than my opponent, but it's like 2 matches in a row, I just can't hit. Art decoration department store? I mean, Art Deco is its own thing. Not talking about art decorations. Bro, you can actually fuck off. Are you kidding me? There we go. Jesus. Got like 700 speed. How did I ever beat this game with only speed? Tag's named Hawaiian. I'm doing a little dance. It's supposed to be like a hula. He's doing a hula dance. There's a lot of attacks in this game that are like very low damage withering. Hawaiian pizza. I gotta fight Shibura Horn. The tiger. The Takrama tiger. Chibura horn. I got him. I'm not afraid of you. Tiger charge. Oh, you got me. Is that worth all your guts? Okay, I simply cannot dodge. But neither can he. Damn, that sucks for you, brother. Now you're dizzy? It's over. I did foolery while I was dizzy? Come on. Guy's not trying to win. Dizzy again? GG's. It's my favorite battle theme in this game. I think Mork's is the best. Kalaragi's up there too. This fight is just two monsters running into each other. I said it in the last stream, but Tiger definitely has like one of the most embarrassing like loss poses. One of my most viewed clips is me saying that Noish isn't too bad, then getting slapped straight out of the gate to kill a speedrun. Oh my god. That's pretty funny. I got like one defense from that, hell yeah. Okay. Save state there. Throw away the jade bit, yes. It's the tree, right? Keep going. It looks like it doesn't care. It does look like it doesn't care, that's true. Let's go talk to Jill. On the D-Rank Fest theme too, sounds like a circus. Missed the card opening, but I'm assuming, but I hope the polls were neat. The stream's been good. Yeah, it's cool. We learned something about the game, which is none of the cards you can get from the boosters are available in the starter decks, and vice versa, which is kind of an interesting way to do your card distribution. Because we got like a bunch of dupes, like across 9 decks. Kind of sounds like the alpha release of MTG. Let's talk to Jill. We got like 5 copies of like multiple cards, and so I was like, why are we getting so many of these? And then I looked in the starter decks I have, and like nothing was duped between the starter deck and the others, so it's kind of cool. Okay, we got Roll Breath. 40 cost, 60 damage. She gets up to 69. We got what we wanted. Now it's time. Whoa! It's time to look for some fun. Have a bad feeling about this. It means you're probably not gonna be a battle, right? Saucer Stone piece? Cool. We're looking for a battle. What's a battle? I think more games should do that instead of being like, here's a deck. Oh my god, is this it? I don't think this is it. It's not it. Bamf? Those stats are pretty good, but that's not the right guy. I need... What are the bad locations? Pink, 1, 2, 3. This sucks. This is gonna kill most of our Ran, but we can use Roll Breath. I don't know why it's called Roll Breath. Breath is definitely a typo. That shit costs 40 to do 60. That's not too bad. Bone Breaker. Oh, you got me with the bone breaker right in the nose. Damn, how will I ever recover? And with the roll breath. Oh, fuck off. You know I got more speed than you, right? Okay. It's time. It's time for the roll breath. Holy shit, dude. What is actually the point of having any fucking speed, man? Just actually stupid. Like fuck, I can't land a single attack. Like I know they're not accurate, but like give me a break. Actually insane. Who hit my dog on the head with a comically sized mallet? You got bunny food. Walking through the forest. Gathering up the Bakus and bopping them on the head. He's landed one attack in the last hour. It's pretty funny. Alright. He's got a long walk up. We'll go talk to Jill, and then we'll check the bad areas. All stats are useless. Just dodge. You're spitting. It's a long trek. Yes, we'll break on through to the other side. Here we go. Alright. I want to get the orb, and then I think we'll probably call it for the night. I'm not guaranteed to get the orb. I do have a pretty good chance, though. One in is probably destroyed his spatial reasoning, too, to be fair. It's fine. Give me a flare stone to him. Okay. Oh. Horse B learned a new skill. Thank you. Thank you, Lord. Okay, so now we're gonna do this the other way. We are gonna go across first. Why am I stuck? It's annoying that I have to go do that first before I check the other areas. Random Yeti? Yeah, he's chilling. Okay. 3 spots to check. We're not guaranteed to get it, but it would be nice. Let's go down. This is one of it. Quadrupled my int, I know. 100 gold. That's not what I'm looking for. There's one bad area left. But while we're here, we can do the noisy hall for roll breath. Seeking out cryptids who can teach me how to punch real good. The Monster Hunter experience. It's like slow wobble with him is so funny. Because I think they all move at the same speed, but because he's bigger, it just looks like he's moving slower. I'm pretty sure this is the last bad place, right? Oh, okay, that sucked. I wonder, what's my speed up? Okay. We're going fast mode. Try this again. Difference between a cryptid and a kaiju? Kaiju's big. 2 times speed. 2.5 times speed. Hell yeah. It sucks that we gotta go talk to the guy first, which kills a lot of time, but... The music in 2 times speed is certainly something. Found a shiny. Oh, never mind. It's nothing, yeah. Brr. I guess we're not, like, guaranteed to get it here. It seems like it's a pretty good shot, though. Come on. Bro, this sucks. Money. Cool. Thank you for the money. Crystal eggs, yay. Try it again. Bigfoot's not a kaiju. Littlefoot's a cryptid. Cryptid is like an urban legend. Kaiju is Godzilla. Alright, this is my last time trying this. If we can't get the orb this time, it's not the end of the world. Loch Ness Monster be both a cryptid and a kaiju? Ooh. 6 of one, half dozen of the other? Bigfoot versus Godzilla, who would win? It's like that Rick and Morty bit about the man versus car. Wouldn't the car always win? Cryptid Monster Rancher would go pretty hard. Get to raise the Mothman. Bad feeling about this. Saucer Stone Piece. Okay, cool. So we're getting different things. So the RNG is re-rolling. We're just still unlucky. Alright. Come on. Give me a shot. Whatever. It's fine. Fuck you. Damn slug. We'll get the orb eventually. I don't think I have enough to go get the other one, so that's fine. Ran Leaf? Okay, that'll do it. Now we got enough to go all the way up. Go all the way up. Last Noisy Hall is here. Is this going to be enough? 120 experience? Yeah, skill level 1 up. Now we do 61 damage. Okay, well that's fine. That just means that next time we do it, it'll be faster because we've already got the Firestone out of the way. Sense D, Sense D, Sense D. So Sense, yeah, it just goes up for all of them at the same time. I'm guessing. You know what? I'm pretty sure it's number of tournaments entered. Because that's the thing that like thinks it thinks something in my head bones. I feel like I had this exact same like epiphany when I was doing Flexi. I was like, why is my sense so low even though I'm in like rank S? And then I did a bunch of tournaments and it like cranked it up immediately. More crit too? That's unnecessary, but very funny. Okay. We want to max out speed at this point. That's the most important thing for us. What if the answer is dog? You make a good point. I gotta redeem myself in rank A after what happened last time. Lots of tournaments is also analogs to lots of move uses. Yeah, you make a very good point. Hard to do one without the other. But like on the Zon, I remember it going up for my power attacks even though I like literally never used them. Because I was only doing Far Sense. Okay, I gotta save this time. I'm simply not gonna lose again. Hell yeah. Enter Force B in the tournament? We are gonna enter Force B in the tournament. We haven't seen Roll Breath actually land yet. But it's kind of like a diving press analog that doesn't hurt us. I got more speed. We'll just hang out. Build up those guts. Dragon Tail level 6. It's very hard to get to max guts in this game. Okay, we're just gonna ear slap to get rid of Dizzy. Did a little bit of damage. Vanilla Dragon. He's got a fish on his tail. That's the difference. Get him. Roll Breath level 2, baby. I like that. I like that for sure. For true. Why did it like explode? This map is the hyperbolic time chamber from Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, it's very similar. We're gonna get a cheat code for an emulator to unlock all monsters, or is there a way to emulate the disc swapping system in a specific emulator? So what you can do is you can just download a save file, which I'm pretty sure is on Legend Cup, and you can just copy monsters over from the encyclopedia. Because in this game, you can copy monsters from one save file to the other. Alright. You're gonna Ray Field? What if I were to just hit you bigly anyway? We're gonna chill a bit. Okay. Fuck it, let's go for it. Okay, I dodged one attack. We're doing good. Okay, good damage on that. Mixing Echo. No! Oh, that did more damage than I was expecting. I'm winning though. 9 seconds left. No! Get me out of slot 2! Okay, again? I mean this sincerely. What's the point of having any fucking speed? I'm still gonna win, but like, come on, man. What's the website again? legendcup.com. Okay, we managed to survive. Jimsy. How's Monkey D. Luffy? Raising a monkey, 900 speed? Maybe this isn't the time to do... Psych! Roll breath, baby. We got this. Ah, okay, well, maybe not. I lied. 190 damage? What the fuck? I'm just like actually not able to ever dodge or hit my opponent. Like cool, man. I wish when I had 3 bars I could hit 3 times in one fight. It's like making me despondent. Like I don't want to fucking play this shit anymore. It's I simply can't ever fucking hit. It's like not possible. Okay, if I could get 2 KOs here, I'm guaranteed to win. I need the KOs though. I think building up guts is the play, as it always is. God, dude. Like, it's like above 80% chance. Oh, holy fuck. We're trying it. We're doing it. I don't know what I expected. I don't know why I expected to be able to win like that. Holy shit! Oh, it'd be sick if I could hit attacks. It'd be sick if I could hit attacks. I'm gonna lose this guy again, unless I do this. This is the play. And the crit? That's what you get for last time. That's what you get for last time. I'm gonna beat me in the tiebreaker? I don't think so. I'm gonna hit you with the crit rolling breath. It's probably supposed to be a rolling press, right? It was like press or something in Japanese, and it got mistranslated. Okay, as long as I win this, I advance. I beat rank A. I just need to win this. We're gonna play it real safe. No rolling breaths. I do have more speed, though. Like that matters. It doesn't want to use its intelligence attacks. Is that like the AI is actually working properly? Both come from age character in Japanese. It could very well be it then. Suezo's gaming. He's going optimal Suezo mode. Okay, we gotta use the Suezo beam. Baku advance. Hell yeah. That's what I'm here for. Oh, you know what that means? You know what that means? Hell yeah. 429, baby. God damn. Hell yeah. We did it. We complained enough and the game rewarded us for being a baby. Game was like, you're too much of a loser. I gotta let you advance. Also, I just realized, I just looked at my portrait. I'm so pink in this light. I changed my light for the, what do you call it? For the pack opening. And it made me very, very pink. It's pretty funny. It's all RNG? It is. Platano got platted. He did get platted. You're back. What did you miss? I'm Kirby pink, yeah. Like, that was actually so off that if I were to upload the VOD of this guy, which I very well may, I would probably color correct. Okay, perfect. So we're in rank S. We got a great shot to get the orb next time we want to. And these stats are looking nice. They're looking beautiful. I might do an extra stream this week, just because, you know, work is still a little bit slow until the fall. And I got a little bit more time. So, I think tomorrow we probably finish this off, and then Thursday we make a monster for lightweight. Because if you guys don't know, I'm running tournaments every single week. Our first one is up on Monday. It's Monster Rancher 2 lightweight. Signups are live in my Discord and the regular Monster Rancher Discord, if you're looking to get involved in that. And then starting next week, I will be slowly rolling out the rest of the tournaments. And so on Monday, after the tournament, I'll post the signups for the Loser Stays On tournament, which seems like people are really interested in that. I think it's going to be cool. I think it's pretty solid. But right now, it's late. It's past midnight, 12:30. We did a full 4-hour stream. 3 hours and 59 minutes. We got a lot done with this guy. We didn't get the orb yet, but we're not orb gaming yet. But we did give the orb to Lesion. We got the Flare Stone. Made it to rank S. We're in a pretty good spot to just finish everything off. So I'm going to call it there. I am going to... That makes it very dark, but I'm going to go get some sleep. And I'll be back tomorrow, and we'll do a little bit more of this. So let's raid somebody real quick. Anyone playing Monster Rancher? We always got to check to see if anyone's playing Monster Rancher. That's the only thing that matters. No one's playing Monster Rancher. Anyone playing Monkey Puncher? That would be crazy. Someone's playing Monkey Muncher. So I guess we're just gonna raid a friend. Oh, Bloodred Sakura's playing? Hell yeah. Bloodred Sakura, very, very strong Soul Calibur player. They're part of the Monster Rancher community as well. But they're a Soul Cal player. I played them a lot at Combo Breaker. Super nice person. They raided us once. They've been playing for 4 hours. They're doing the Elden Ring. Oh my god. They're doing the Elden Ring DLC, and they're playing until they beat it. So let's go give them a little bit of friendly hellos. If you're gonna raid, you get free channel points. And, you know, with all the tournaments coming up, you're gonna want to be betting those channel points. So might as well just raid. You don't have to hang out. But it makes them feel good. Makes me look like a big shot. No one's playing this niche game. Let's check even more niche game. I know, that's That's how my brain works. Just mash emotes when you get in there. Just annoy him. See if you can fuck him up and make him die, because I think that'd be pretty funny. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're going to finish off Forest Bump. Maybe get started on our monster for the tournament on Monday. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.